Well, a very good afternoon to all the members of the Flight Data Sim channel. Welcome to the 20th members only group flight. Hope you're doing very well on this Sunday, the 15th of August 2021. It's 4 minutes past 1 in the afternoon in the UK. A very peculiar time to stream. I don't think I've ever streamed at this time today, but absolutely convenient for our 20th members group flight, which is a crossfire event between, in our case for Group 1, Singapore to Jakarta, and as you well know, the rest of the group coming in from Jakarta landing in Singapore. I hope you're doing well. Lots of air guitars in chat and alpaca mad. I thought I'd join in with the fun and just punch in a few more alpacas as well. Hello, Samuel Butler. Robert McIntosh is here. He says, all good to watch the live stream. Thank you very much. Boz says, hello everyone. Good luck. Won't be able to watch for long because I have to do family stuff. Oh no. Well, I hope you get all your family stuff sorted as well. And good afternoon, everyone else here. We've got James Book, Samuel Butler, Boz. I've just said hello to Greg, I, Matt Adams, Joseph, Ollie Crocky, Andy, 2 tons, Andy M71. That is Craig Anderson as well, David Bromwich, James Fox. I think I've got everyone there. Hello, Runway 2001 as well. Cool. So we're live weather here in Singapore. It's quite a muggy evening. Yeah, the time here, sun just set about an hour ago or so. I was kind of contemplating about moving the time here, but I thought, what, do a nice night flight. That way I didn't have to worry about the ortho tiles as well. But right now in Singapore, what's the local time here? It's 8 o'clock in the evening, 8:05. Temperature of 29 degrees Celsius, so pretty warm and muggy here. I think we're all using the same scenery, the excellent freeware scenery by TOD, or Top of the Set, I should say. But anyway, we'll log on, or zoom on in here. We've got Alpaca 91 Charlie Hotel, 1 Echo Delta, I can see here, 4 November Charlie, 39 Kilo Victor, 465 125 585, 9 Alpha Kilo 47 Alpha Tango 782. He must be one of the first ones going out then. Yeah, that's Domino Mosina. He's already taxiing out there as well. Alpaca 4 Delta 86 Yankee, 105 My 5 Brava, 55 Lima. Alpaca 35 Alpha all on his lonesome over there. You should come over here. I just spotted because I noticed everyone here was on this side of the airport, and I think we're getting 02 left for departure. So I sort of strategically placed myself to be in a position here for a sort of expeditious taxi there. Samuel Butler, Alpaca 4 Delta is ready to go at 13:48. Excellent. I guess that's local time, nice and keen. But do always try and stick to your block times if at all possible. Hello, Ian Perez, hope you're doing well. And Gino too. But here we are in the Zebra Mod 737, so I think anyone else that's taking the Zebra Mod will have the same version I'm flying, which is 349.16. Now, I did a test sector this morning, literally finished about 45 minutes before the start of the stream, with a pre-release version, 349.17. Unfortunately, all sorts of problems with the FMS there. I saw lots of new features which had been added by Zebo, which vastly improves how LNAV worked. Whether there's been other issues that have broken other things, but yeah, it was a little bit unusable, so I've actually reverted to 1.6, which I think I've used the last couple of Zebo on stream, so it should be all safe here. I think I'm on standout for 1.3, completely cold and dark, like you all are. I'm personally due out in 23 minutes, so my EOBT is 12:30 Zulu, so yeah, it'll be really fun. Weather's not too bad. I think a few rumbles of thunder around here, but nothing too bad at all. In Jakarta, for us guys, quite a brisk wind in from the east, so either 07 left or 07 right for landing. But yeah, excellent freeware scenery. I was really impressed by this one. Cool, right, I've jumped into the cockpit here, so completely cold and dark. So I've already got the ground power connected, so let's get the battery on. G-fuse on the bus. Electric hydraulic pumps we will now place on. Landing gear lever is down. We have 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6 green lights. We'll turn on the dome lights here, and then we check all the aircraft documentation. Let's look down here. Squibs are checked. Fault fire, APU fault. Fault APU detector on fire tests. There's a fire warning lights, wheel well, engine overheat, and overheat detector fire warning as well. So I hope the guys in Jakarta have got ATC. They've been quite quiet. Singapore have been very active in telling us they'll have full ATC here. And I can see, look, we've got everything. ATIS, 2 tower frequencies, approach and centre online here. So what I'm going to do now is just tune up tower. I guess, yeah, tower's going to have to deal with all the takeoffs and taxiing. Unfortunately, there does need to be a ground controller. I think there's some sort of exam going on here. Poor guy. I hope the exam's all good for him, not too difficult. Right.
Alpaca 782, surface wind 070 degrees, 6 knots, runway 02 left, clear for takeoff.
So I'll keep that nice and low so you can hear you guys talking. That sounds like Domino Mosina just getting his takeoff clearance there. Jakarta's full ATC, amazing David Rorich, very, very good. So, let's carry on with the rest of our tests up here. So emergency exit lights we can now
Alpaca
arm.
39er, Kilo
Let's get our
Victor,
fuel and load sorted out.
Victor 5 here.
So, payload. Today I'm taking 148 passengers. That's the number I conjured up in my head. That's a traffic load of 12.9 tonnes. If we have a look at our operational flight plan. Now, remember last stream in X-Men level was the INI Builds Airbus A310, and the final reserve fuel off the Simbury flight plan was way off. It's made me very nervous about taking extra fuel now. I'm going to take an hour. Take an hour's worth of extra fuel, which would be 2.4 tonnes. So we can sort of imagine we're tankering. So that would be 6.2, 2.4 on top of that's 8.6 tonnes.
Charlie, check your mic. This is the second time you're getting a stuck mic on frequency, so.
So watch out, someone's got a stuck mic there. 8.6. I hope it's not me. 8.6 fuel. Cool for the fuel truck.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Excellent. So refueling is on its way. So we'll leave the seatbelt signs off until refueling is complete. We'll test the attend button. Flaps are up, matching the indicated position as well. So yeah, I noticed right when I tested this morning that the nav database is out of rates. Now, you can dispatch with an expired nav database. A couple of things you need to do is obviously check the MEL, and the MEL states, as long as the waypoints have been checked to be in the current active database, that's completely fine. I've actually dispatched in real life with an expired nav database, because the computer they used to update it broken or something. So they just have to make sure there's been no updates. Updates don't happen. Big updates don't happen each air act change. The routing's exactly the same regardless there. So I've got the expired air act. That's completely fine for today. So
Victor Sierra,
move off for now.
10,
Config tech
holding point
checked.
02 left.
Fire test. There's our fire warning lights. That should be set to 2000.
Last station calling tower for radio check.
And standby. Rudder and ailer on trim is 3 and 0. Manual gear extension door is closed. Circuit breakers are all in. We'll check the stall warning test. Need to wait a little bit longer actually.
Alpaca 4 November Charlie, standby clearance in upper 2.
Perfect. Now he's going to be busy very soon. IRS to nav. 6 minutes. We're pretty much on the equator here, I think, in Singapore. What is our latitude? We'll have to check after it. I think we're quite close to the equator. Circuit breakers are all in, and we can now start the boarding. So let's go here. Start flight leg. Superb. Cool. Yeah, it's great that Jakarta has full coverage there. Hello Ed2, is good morning everyone. Just stopping by before my flight to KMCO in a few hours. Have to remind me what airport that is. But safe travels there Ed2. Thanks for popping in for the stream. Right, enter IRS position. So, let's grab the 8 is frequency now actually. 128.6.
Runway 2 center 20
it's working on voice, which is nice.
Right 20 left closed. Surface wind 040 degrees, 7 knots. Variable between 010 and 70 degrees. Visibility 0 kilometers or more. Cloud view towering cumulus 1,700 feet. Broken 30,000 feet. Temperature +29er. Dew point +24. QNH 1010.
Perfect. Orlando into very nice. Tony, why do you have to wait for the stall warning test to work? You need 4 minutes of AC power. Why, I don't know, but that's just how the system works. You need to be powered up for a while. Oh, I think we might have lost voice. I've not turned or changed or tuned anything here. Well, I'll get the rest on text there. So we got to 1010 for the QNH. Departure's initial climb to all SIDS is 3,000 feet. New taxiway designators in use. Oh good, refer to charts. Aircraft on ground are requested to set transponder mode to standby. Advise you have information Charlie, and the rest was runway 02 left, 02 centre, and 20 centre in use. Oh no, sorry, just 02 left in use. 02 centre, 20 centre, and 02 right, 20 left are closed. Surface wind 040 degrees, and the rest we got there. So yeah, runway 02 left. We can expect for departures then. Cool. So the ATIS is copied. We'll switch back over to tower, which is the only online frequency we have on 186. So, let's start loading up the flight management computer. So, FMC.
Alpaca 125, pushback through face south.
Push through facing south, Alpaca 125.
So, we've flying from Singapore. Whiskey Triple S. GPS left. Yeah, look, north 01 degrees. Very. Well, we've obviously crossed the equator. I think is this the first ever live stream where we crossed the equator? Could possibly be into the southern hemisphere. Anyway, going from WIII to WIII. Call sign is going to be Alpaca 20th group flight. There we go. Very original. 02 left. 02 left, we can expect a NITO departure, so we have the NITO 6 Echo, it's the only one available for 02 left. From a NITO, just Bravo 470 to Bunik, we should all be doing the same routing.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Excellent, so that's that. Arrival will be, I'm going to put 07 right, because it's the only arrival that's going to be 07, which has the Bunik. 2 Foxtrot, and then ILS 07 right via Sepat, and we'll see what happens when we get there.
5, last station calling confirm.
So that's activated, executed.
Alpaca 465, roger, standby pushback number 2.
Number 2, Alpaca 465.
That guy sounds incredibly calm and proficient with the ATC. Excellent, so performance, 0 fuel weight, 56 tons. Reserves for our alternates, which is Jakarta Halim, I think it's pronounced, Jakarta Halim. Which is the sort of a secondary airport for Jakarta. Reserves are 2.1.
124.6, thanks. Alpaca 5.
Also next we'll use our Alpaca Airways 30. We're cruising at 37,000 feet today. Executed. Winds are very calm at the moment around here. Look at that, top climb wind 212 at 8 knots. You have steep descent after Oscar, that's fine. We can just disregard that for now. Top climb ice at 9. I'm not going to even bother putting the average wind in. It's not going to make any difference. Outside air temperature from the ATIS was 29. I've got no performance data for Singapore. I'm going to go full 22k, which should be fine. Takeoff 5. CG is set. 20.5%. V speed will accept as well. 6 units of trim. There we are, 6 units, and the V2 speed 145 knots. Was that just getting cleared for takeoff? I think I recognise that voice. Was that you, Amy?
Alpaca 585, squawk mode Charlie.
585 is there. Where's 76 Hotel coming in from? Ooh, rip FPS there. 39 Kilo Victor's just taking off. What is this contraption you're in? Is that a Dash 8? Yes, I think that'll be Amy testing the Fly Jason one, maybe. Cool. Getting a few FPS spikes out there. Let's stay in here, I think. What did you put in for the arrival runway into Jakarta? I used 07 right, Gino. Just for now, it'll probably be 07 left. ILS 07 right for the Bunik 2 Foxtrot, because the Bunik 2 Foxtrot doesn't seem to connect to 07 left, so that's what I've done. Yeah, we pre-populated all that. Excellent. So your dampers on. Nav transfer display switches are normal auto. Fuel. 4 pumps on. 690 kilos in the centre. So, generally when it's less than a ton, the captain has his discretion. You can actually leave the centre tank pumps off. The config light. I was talking to Zebra about this. You get the config light come on. I think if you have more than 726 kilos, or have I got that number completely wrong? No, 726. It's a little bug at the moment where the config light comes off, but we'll leave the pumps off. The reason is I don't want to get any master cautions during the takeoff roll. Fueling's done, so seatbelt sign on.
Alpaca 105, Mike, make confirm squawking 01.
Window heat on, electric hydraulic pumps are on. Pressurization panel looks correct. Voice recorder on, trim air's on. Pax auto bleeds on, AP bleeds off at this stage. Cruising at 37,000 feet. Elevations 34 feet in Jakarta, so 50 feet there. That should be on steady. There we are. So flight director's on. The ATIS has already said expect stop altitude of 3,000 feet on the departure. So that's a bit of a threat. Very low stop altitude. Key thing to remember with that is when you get out of choir, if you have it accelerated, bug up as soon as you get out of choir on your FMA. So it'll be the Anito.
Alpaca 125, taxi via Victor 6, Whiskey, holding point, Whiskey 9er, runway
6 Echo. There we are.
Via Victor 6, Whiskey to holding point, Whiskey 9er, runway 0.
So Anito 6 Echo for 02 left, it is climb on 023 to top on. There we are, 023 to top on. At above 2,000 feet, then going to be a right turn 1159 miles to Doctor, 1159.1 to Doctor. And then we've got to be above 4,000, and then it's 21 miles to Dogra, be at or below 6,000. So we have 2 altitudes to maintain. Initial climb clearance is 3,000 feet, and then we have to make sure we maintain below 6,000 feet until we get to Dogra, unless obviously cleared higher by ATC. So I'm happy with the routing. We've checked it all there. It's our nav, expect radar vectoring, and it's all looking good.
124.6, thank you, and good night.
Perfect. No high terrain, 3,100 feet to the west. Superb. So, just get our heading and courses set here. So 02 left, we've got a course of 023. Oops, spinning the wrong way.
9 Alpha Kilo, confirm ready for pushback.
I'll put course 023 as well, just in case we have to come back in case of an emergency. This is something set.
Pushback approved phase north, sorry for the delay. Pushback approved phase north, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, no problem.
Excellent. I forgot to set the MFRA as well, so, and the QNH. Look, QNH was 1010. That's looking better with the elevation. We'll put the MFRA of 1020. Super. Water brake to RTO, reset fuel flow. Let's cage the artificial horizon. Hello, Petrich. Greg Scott, has your FMC route ever disagreed with the charts when you've checked them? Yes, both in Zebra and in real life. If it does, you just join up the discontinuity. Some airports, just it's the way that the arrivals and SIDS work. Sometimes there can be a gap between the two. Not often, but it can happen. Right, MCP set. Everything's set here. We'll have takeoff page. On my side, legs here. Trim 6 units. Staff trim count switches normal. We've done the config check already. We've done the cargo fire test as well. Rudder out, trim is good. Excellent, so we're due out in 9 minutes. Good time for us to request our clearance. I'll just wait because I think someone might have just beaten me to it.
And Alpaca 412, you've taxied in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh.
Clear, taxi via Victor 6, Whiskey.
Who's Alpaca 412? Love it, I love it. We all make humans. Brandon M, unlucky, unlucky. Actually, I think he might be a Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm guessing, because that looks like the CRJ. No pressure, Brandon, we all make mistakes. I've taxied in the wrong direction in real life. And you all know I like to taxi. You know I all like to make the wrong direction whilst taxiing. Hi, Kevsky. Domino Mosino, I think I did something outrageous. I was the first to depart from Singapore. So there's an Airbus A319 leading the Conga line from Singapore to Jakarta. Unbelievable.
Roger, Mo Charlie, and we are ready for departure.
Alpaca 125, Roger, surface wind 040 degrees, 7
Make sure
knots.
there's definitely no clearance you can see here, but this guy's doing everything at the moment.
Copy the wind and via West
That's just tower.
Clear for takeoff runway 02 left, Alpaca 125.
Singapore Tower, good day, it's Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, stand Alpha 3, information Charlie, QNH 1010, departure clearance to Jakarta, please.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, contact Singapore delivery 121.65.
12165, sorry about that, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, good luck.
I'll go top season.
Perfect, I just noticed deliveries online now, no worries. This guy's awesome, he's got plenty of capacity by the seams of it. Now, there's delivery. Singapore delivery, very good evening, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, stand Alpha 3, and QNH 1010, departure clearance to Jakarta, please. Hello. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, very quiet and unreadable there, sir.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, for delivery, how do you read me now?
Yeah, a little better, but very quiet still, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, I can hear you. I have to turn the volume right up.
Alright, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, give me a second right here.
Readability 5 now, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, thank you. That's better.
Alpaca 20 Foxtrot, thank you so much. And just to check, are you able to accept flight level 330 for separation?
Affirm, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Same new
Alpaca
cruise.
20 Golf Foxtrot, thank you so much. And you are cleared to Jakarta via the Addon 6 Echo departure. Expect flight level 330, squawk 0145.
Cleared to Jakarta, Nito 6 Echo departure. Expect cruise flight level 330, squawk 0145, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, feedback is correct. Contact Singapore Tower 118.6. Have a safe flight.
At Tower 18.6, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, thanks to the ATC, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Excellent. So, back over
And
to...
Alpaca 105, it's...
There, I'm back to Tower, so I had to turn it up a little bit, but it was clear. So yeah, obviously the capacity issues with the amount of traffic going between the two airports, we have to maintain flight level 330. So, you know, the easiest way of checking can we do that is put up the progress page on one of the FMCs, go here to VNAV, update the cruise to 330. Doesn't matter what page you do it in, but 4.6 tons, if we put 330, 4.5, so you can see, look, it's using about an extra 100 kilos or so. So we'll update that here as well. And, yeah, all we need to do, guys, is request push and start. We've briefed everything, ready to go. I'll get better pushback connected. Looking good so far.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
So connect first.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Delta, pushback approved, facing north.
Excellent.
Pushback approved, face north, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
Hi Lee Russell, hope you're doing well. Lauren V, Garuda and Batik Air, who decided the ATC on it was a good day to fly to Jakarta, don't know what they're in for, poor guys. Yeah, they're just logged in for a lovely Sunday evening online, but yeah, I can see, there they are, look, they're like, oh my god. Looking amazing though so far, very busy.
Alpaca 465, taxi via Victor 6.
So yeah, I'm not due out until half past, so we've got another 4 minutes to request our push and start. The tug will get connected. Keep an eye on what's going on around the airports. We've got Alpaca, I think Alpaca 76 Hotel. Have you been there for a while? I guess you're observing. Yeah, when I zoom in, I lose a little bit of FPS. It could be the city on the
Okay,
there.
all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Oh, Dave, you've had a crash to desktop when pressing request pushback also happened in Latvia. Oh, Dave, sorry to hear that, buddy. Maybe it's, well, if it's the same thing happening with issues with better pushback, maybe it's an issue with that plugin. Try a clean install on it. I mean, these things do happen, unfortunately. Yeah, I see. Oh, it's Icefire Alpaca 76 Hotel. Are you actually at the hold point, or?
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, request taxi.
That's definitely Andy. You recognise that call.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Alpaca 105 Mike. That is Malk 51. It looks like he'll be next for departure. Yeah, loads.
Alpaca 105 Mike, looks like you missed your turn. Your re-clear taxi via Sierra, holding point Whiskey 10, runway 02 left.
Poor Balk.
Taxi via Sierra, holding point, runway 02 left, Alpaca 105 Mike.
Yeah, that's Sierra Charlie 1, but unlucky. There's a couple of people making mistakes at taxi. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. You watch this, I'll screw it up now. To be fair, it's quite a complex taxi, actually. One of the things I didn't cover. So we're on stand down for 3, push back to face south. That's going to put us here. Where are we? Alpha 3 on the Victor line. So yeah, it's pretty. We've got Victor, Victor 8, Victor 9. So the best thing to do is just monitor it on here, but you know, just take your time around there.
All good, it's confusing airport.
But you see, look, tower guide, nice and calm. That's what we want to do.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, taxi via Victor 6, Whiskey, hold short, Victor 9.
Just start the APU, actually.
Okay, taxi via Victor 6, Whiskey, hold short, Victor 9, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
I have to say, it was an excellent turnout for this group flight. I think we're over 60 taking part here. I didn't actually count it before, so I wasn't sure with the timing and stuff.
Alpaca 105 Mike, confirm ready for departure.
Hello Lee Russell, I don't know if I said hello to you already, possibly. Vancon says Alpaca 20 is inside the gate. Probably slightly different scenery.
Runway 02 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 02 left, clear for takeoff, Alpaca 105 Mike.
Good speed, Alpaca 105 Mike, or Godspeed I should say. Great little scenery. One thing I don't understand though, has anyone been to Singapore airport? What is this exactly? Is this meant to be a waterfall? I mean, if you look inside the terminal, it looks like something from an Indiana Jones film.
Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango,
I'm sure that's meant to be or represent
Ready for pushback, 47 Alpha
some sort of garden of some sort.
Alpaca
But yeah, it's
47
nice.
Alpha Tango, pushback is
Nice
approved,
improvement on the
facing
default one, that's for sure. For
Pushback
Jakarta, guys, I
facing
used to use the default airport because I tried to install one of the plugins it needed, or libraries, and I had all sorts of issues. So, you know, the default was okay. It doesn't have any taxi marking, so I'm going to have to use the charts to progressively taxi.
Taxi via Quebec with short Victor signs.
Taxi Quebec, Whiskey and Hold Short Victor 5, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
Right, there we are. Time 30 should be coming up any second. There we are. We'll request push to start on time. It's a waterfall. Ah, thanks, Greg. I have been to this airport before, years ago. Can't remember it.
Alpaca 465, taxi Whiskey, holding point Whiskey 9er, runway 02 left.
Singapore Tower, Alpaca 20, Golf Foxtrot, stand Alpha 3, request push and start now, going to squawk 0145. There we go.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, say again about your squawk.
Sorry, I forgot to squawk. Now squawking 0145, request push and start, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, stand by.
Perfect. So whenever you get your clearance, want to check.
Alpaca 105 mic contact.
Want to check three things. One, your squawk, your stop altitude, and your SID. So, squawk,
Alpaca 4 November Charlie,
SID, stop altitude, doesn't matter what order, but make sure you got those three things set.
Alpaca 412, line up runway 0 to left.
This guy's doing incredible because he's handling ground. Obviously the taxiing isn't too difficult.
20 Golf Foxtrot, pushback approved, facing south.
Push start approved, face south, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Obviously this airport, the layout's quite atypical, so it's a little bit easier to manage ground because you just get everyone to wait in a straight line, but the guy's doing an incredible job. He's all calm, no issues whatsoever. Transponder out off.
Alpaca 9er 1 Charlie.
There's the air bridge retracting.
Good evening, stand by pushback number 2.
Just want to make sure the door's closed.
Alpaca 412, surface wind 040 degrees, 7 knots, runway 02 left, clear for takeoff. Takeoff 02 left, Alpaca 412.
Excellent.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
So facing south.
Approaching Whiskey 5. Correction, Victor 5.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, taxi.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking release.
Continue and Whiskey for holding.
Yes, so it's a waterfall there. Greg's got not what I was thinking of.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Tower Alpaca
Lots of people
676
think that.
Hotel, stand 486 on the south apron, request engine start.
Alpaca 76 Hotel, Singapore.
Oh, Sam, sorry to hear you having issues with your X-plane. Touch wood, mine's been okay the last few streams and test sectors, all seems to be
Alpaca
working
465,
okay.
line up runway 0 to left.
Using Vulcan, you never know though. So yeah, that's correct. You see how the config, the center panel light is not illuminated. You get config on the center tank if you have more than 724 kilos. That is correct. Then 690 with the pumps off. Right, starting now. Engine number
Alpaca 9er Alpha Kilo, continue taxi Whiskey Romeo, correction. Taxi Whiskey, holding point Whiskey 9er, runway 0 to left. Whiskey 9er, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
There's oil pressure and N1. Wait for 25%. Check the smart valve, dim, brighten off. Yeah, no, look, you see how the config light on. That shouldn't happen, yeah. With less than 726 kilos, you shouldn't get a config light. Anyway, starter cut out, launching engine number 2, 2463, 2 stem, starting now engine number 1.
Alpaca 465, surface wind 040 degrees, 7 knots, runway 0 to left, clear for takeoff.
N2.
Tower Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango, ready for taxi.
Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango.
And
For now, taxi via Victor, hold short Victor 7.
oil pressure, N1.
Taxi via Victor and hold short Victor 7.
25%
7,
into
Alpha,
fuel in.
47 Alpha Tango.
Dim, bright, and off. There you are. Oh, look at that. Frankfurt's actually slightly busier on the VATSIM network. Second and third place is Singapore and Jakarta. Must be doing something in Frankfurt today. Oh, it's a shame we're not number 1 and 2, but it's still pretty impressive. Start looking out. Launching engine number 1, 2, 4, 6, 3, 1, stable.
Alpaca 4 November Charlie, apologies for the delay. Taxi via Victor 6, Whiskey.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. Please just set tow bar to bypass bin.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Let me know when you're clear.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta. I'm going to have to hold you for a little bit to taxi via Whiskey.
Getting a bit busier now.
Holding point Whiskey 10, runway 02 left.
So we'll turn the dome light off once we've completed the before taxi flow.
Whiskey 10 Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
Disconnect. X-Pilot's really playing up. Oh dear, Sab. Oh dear, dear. So before I do a stream, I always test everything, and if it all works, I don't touch anything. Don't update it. That's why I didn't update the air rack, because there was an update and I didn't have time to test it with the latest air rack installed. But I'll do that as soon as the stream's done.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time.
Crazy.
Have a safe flight.
Swiss ball, unbelievable.
Runway 02 left, clear for takeoff. Clear takeoff runway 02 left, Alpaca.
So there goes the tug.
Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango, taxi via Victor 7, Whiskey, holding point, Whiskey 9, runway 02 left.
Alright, taxi via Victor 7, Whiskey 9er, and holding point Whiskey 9er, and 02 left. Alpaca 47.
There's the bypass pin with his high-vis jacket, superb.
Alpaca 4
Complete rest of before taxi flow, so generators on, APU's off, start switches continuous, probed on, anti-ice off, packs, auto, isolation valve, auto bleeds off, set, flaps to 5, flight controls, full forward, full back, left and right, here comes the rudders, full right and, ooh, it's going restricted there, full left, recall, we blank the lower DU, we then read the before taxi checklist and we can now turn off the dome lights. There we are, that's better. So a little bit of a delay at the whole point now, as traffic builds, we'll request taxi. So we've just pushed off Alpha 3, we're on the Victor taxiway here, so we've just got to make sure we take the right Victor.
126 Singapore Tower, good evening.
There's a Singapore call sign.
Alpaca 465, never look at Freetown. Alpaca 465, apologies, contact Singapore approach 124.6 here. No worries, great job, 1246, Alpaca 465. Appreciate it.
I thought it was 1246.
And all stations information Delta now current QNH 1011.
Right, new QNH 1011. So when he says all stations, you don't need to read it back, obviously, because everyone's going to be reading it back once. Yeah, it's 121.6 for the
126, pushback is approved, face south.
1246 is the airborne frequency.
Sorry, was that Singapore 126? Singapore 126, A firm, pushback approved, face south. Push through, face south, Singapore 126.
And Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot request taxi.
Alpaca 901 Charlie Hotel, I'm going to have to hold you for 5 minutes due to the Alpaca sitting currently on Victor, taking the same flight level as you. Would you like to wait at the gate or would you like to push back first? It's possible we could push back and then we'll wait for taxi.
So it looks like they're
Alpaca 901 Charlie Hotel.
They're really looking at the filed flight plans we all have as well, making that change, but obviously they gave me 330, so maybe you can request a different flight level if it's busy.
And Singapore Tower, Alpaca 55 Lima on Alpha 19, request push.
Station calling standby, break, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, contact Singapore approach 124.6, bye-bye.
He's doing amazing, this guy. He's really good. You think about what he's having to do.
Station calling for pushback, call sign please.
He hasn't stuttered or done anything what's wrong. This is a huge international airport. How many departures have we got here? A huge amount here. And he's taxiing, he's giving handovers, takeoff clearances, it's crazy.
Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango, confirm ready for departure.
Look, the drivers are very good. Look, sticking to the road. That's really good.
47 Alpha Tango,
Although he's about to go straight into my wing. Or not. Yeah, well now I can't actually taxi.
Alpaca 4 November Charlie. Whiskey 8 intersection departure, takeoff run available 3842 meters, please confirm able.
He's got plenty of capacity. Look, he's able to request intersection departures, gives him the distance as well. Yeah, you're not going to get through there, Glenn.
Expect number 3 for departure.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot request taxi.
30 degrees 10 knots, runway 0 to left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 0 to left, clear for
He could do
takeoff.
with a ground controller, really. At Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot request taxi.
Holding point, Whiskey 9er, runway 0 to left.
Blocked.
Point,
Oh.
Whiskey 9er.
Got to be careful when I say that because I talk at the same time.
Singapore 126,
Singapore 126, taxi, Victor 6, Whiskey.
I don't know if he's heard my request yet or not.
Runway 0 to left.
taxi, Victor 6, Whiskey, holding point, Whiskey 9, runway 0 to left, Singapore 129, correction 126.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot request taxi.
Alpaca 20, Golf Foxtrot, taxi, Victor, hold short, Romeo.
Taxi Victor, hold short of Romeo, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Oh, someone subscribed to the channel. Victor, and then hold short of Romeo. So basically a straight line, holding short of the Romeo taxiway. So that's going to be after Victor 9. We need to hold short of that one there. So we'll keep that one on. There we are. Release parking brake, config check. And off we go to Jakarta, ladies and gentlemen. This is cool. I've been looking forward to this because back in 2000,
Delta, you ready to go?
back in 2008 or 2009, me and my stepbrother, we did a little bit of travelling. We went out to Indonesia and we flew this very flight with Singapore Airlines on a 777 though, not a 737. We flew 380 from Heathrow to Singapore and 777 from Singapore to Jakarta, connecting flight. And I think I replicated this flight in FSX, back in FSX after I did it in real life, which is pretty cool. I'll turn the logo lights on.
Off station, calling tower, call time.
There we go.
Conference call sign Air China 322.
Air China 322. Sounds like Air China. When Air China fly through Europe, you always can recognise their Chinese accent. Very distinctive.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot after Victor, taxi Romeo, holding point Whiskey 9er, runway 0 to left.
After Victor enter Romeo to hold point Whiskey 9er for runway 02 left, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. So we cleared to go Victor, so second right for us. So Romeo holding at Whiskey 9. So I always have a nice look at the sign. So Victor Bravo, should be Victor 9.
Alpaca 1 Echo
Says Victor
Delta
8.
surface wind 030 degrees 10 knots, runway 0
It's
to
the
left.
first, you can tell it's the first right, and it has to be the second one. Just want to make sure we're definitely happy with this one here. So he's got Whiskey 8, that's the one. Yeah, the other aircraft's holding at Whiskey 8, so we'll take the
Alpaca
second.
15 pushback approved, face south.
See, it's not very clear, but thankfully we've got these charts to point them out.
Singapore Tower, Alpaca 55 Lima on Victor 11, request taxi able to departure from Whiskey 8 if that helps you out.
Alpaca 55 Lima, takeoff unavailable at Whiskey 8, 3842 meters, please confirm able.
Roger, we're able, just if that helps you out.
Alpaca 55 Lima doesn't make much of a difference to me at this point. Taxi via Victor 11,
It's true,
Victor
but,
9er, hold short Victor.
I love the fact that one of our
Victor
alpacas is
11,
doing
Victor 9,
anything
short
to
of
make
Victor now,
ATC's job as
Alpaca
easy as
55
possible.
Lima, yeah,
Love it.
intersection's up to you.
Got it. Alpaca 4 November Charlie, line up runway 0 to left.
So here's hold point Whiskey 9. Now we can now complete the before takeoff checklist. So config we checked, flaps we have 5 green lights, stab trim set for departure, 6 units set. Takeoff briefing we have Pax auto bleeds on, V speeds are set for departure, which are
Alpaca 901 Charlie Hotel, stand by, call you back.
Speeds weren't actually accepted there, so always press accept to make
Alpaca,
sure they're in.
one
So V
Echo
speeds are
Delta,
38,
contact
38,
Singapore
45 set,
Approach
but no V
124
speeds on the PFD.
124
The
decimal 6
departure
platform,
is going to be the
Takeoff.
Anito 6 Echo, climbing straight ahead, initially to top on, then Doctor. Stop altitude is 3,000 feet, which is set on the MCP. It's NADP2 I'm going to be using today. I'm a little bit close to that aircraft there.
Singapore
Any problems will climb straight ahead to the MSA in that sector, which was
Onshore Romeo, Singapore 126.
17. We'll go up to 3,000 feet, make probably a right turn over the sea, and then we'll go from there. So holding on the cabin.
Alpaca 4 November Charlie, surface wind 030 degrees 10 knots, runway 0 to left, clear for takeoff.
So Alpaca 4 November Charlie's got his takeoff clearance.
610 Singapore Tower, pass your message.
What's that? Is that a 76? Singapore Airlines, or was that a 777?
Pushback, approved, please.
I think it might have been a PMDG 777.
Alpaca
Very nice.
15 Tower, confirm, pushing back facing south.
Uh-oh, who's
Yeah,
facing
perfect.
north?
Roger.
Excellent. I see alpacas flying away safely then.
Calling call sign again.
Ran an expense gear so many problems recently. I don't know what's going on. Delete it, reinstalled it, and still problems. Oh,
Last station
Brad, I'm
calling, I'm
sorry.
going to need a call sign again slowly, please.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, Singapore Tower, good evening. Stand by, pushback here, number 2.
So far so good. We'll probably be number 2 for departure. Business jet here. I hope they get a bit more ATC for the arrivals coming in.
Indonesia 193 Singapore Tower, good evening. Stand by, pushback
That's going to
number
make
3.
Tower very busy, because Tower's not having to deal with landing traffic at the moment, I don't
Alpaca
think.
76 Hotel, Squawk Mode Charlie, please.
I'll go to our on actually, just in case.
Oh, Charlie 76 Hotel.
Alpaca 76 Hotel, thank you. Surface wind 030 degrees 10 knots, runway 0 to left, clear for
I'll
takeoff.
put mine to
Takeoff
TAR.
runway 0
No, she
to
usually
left,
do that to
taxi
get
6
line up.
Hotel.
Alpaca 4 November Charlie, contact Singapore approach
Oop.
124.6 steer.
That's Icefire ahead of us. Very cool. He must be in a
Okay,
HF45.
Alpaca 35 Alpha, request stand Alpha 15. Taxi over by Whiskey 9, Singapore 126.
Last station
Cabin
calling,
secure.
you will block, say again.
Alpaca 35 Alpha.
Singapore Towers have an exam, so they're supposed to control ground too, I think. If this is his
Alpaca
exam,
35 Alpha,
he's one of the best controllers I've ever had, and I'm not just saying that to curry favour with the examiner. He's been amazing.
Alpaca 901 Charlie Hotel, you ready to go?
No, I am.
Alpaca 901 Charlie Hotel, thank you. Taxi Victor 7, Whiskey, hold short,
Just requesting taxi.
Victor 9er.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot ready for departure.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, line up runway 0 to left.
Line up and wait 02 left, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Confirm read back then, Jim. Yeah, clear line up and wait for Louver line. So MCP sets, transponder TARA, strobe lights are on, waiting for our takeoff clearance.
Number 5,
Alright, so the Air China is disconnected. In correction, Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike pushback.
By Air China, he's gone. That shouldn't be there, obviously. That's a slight issue. Strobe lights coming into the cockpit, very cool.
Malaysian 610, taxi Quebec, Whiskey, hold short Victor 5.
and Singapore Tower, Alpaca 55 Lima, still holding short Victor.
Cool.
Alpaca
So I'm just
55
waiting for our
Lima,
takeoff
apology,
clearance.
taxi Victor 9er, holding point. Correction, standby.
Standing by 55 Lima.
Alpaca 76 Charlie Hotel, contact Singapore approach 124.6 here.
Sky is doing incredible.
4.6, Alpaca 76 Hotel, see you later.
Alpaca 126. Singapore 126, hold at holding point, Whiskey 10 number 2.
Hold at the holding point, Singapore 126.
It's big 777.
Alpaca 55 Lima, taxi Victor, Sierra.
Jill 1984, Tower seems to be doing a good job handling Alpaca's doing an incredible job. It's been exemplary.
Roger, Victor,
The
Sierra,
ATC,
Whiskey
really.
10 for 02 left. Alpaca 55 Lima.
Alpaca 15 ready for taxi.
David, Singapore does bigger events than this. Oh, I can believe it. Yeah.
Alpaca 15 taxi Victor
Usually
5, Whiskey.
Some VATSIM controllers and agencies quake at the idea of hosting an alpacalypse or an alpaca launch. I think someone recently coined
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot,
no problems at all.
030 degrees 10 knots, runway 02 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 02 left, clear takeoff, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've been clear for takeoff, so timing, and let's go to Indonesia for the first time. Toga's in chat. We're on our way. Engine stabilised, push toga, set takeoff thrust. Line forward pressure on our control column, looking for 93.7.
And Alpaca
Takeoff
901, Saudi
thrusters,
Hotel,
indications
expect
normal.
to depart in about 5 minutes.
80 knots.
Check, let's release forward pressure.
Singapore 126, line up runway 02. 106, Alpaca Hotel to request push start.
V1.
Out of the thrust lever, V1 rotates, off we go, 2.5 degrees per second. A little bit slow then, and we're airborne. Gears coming up, lots of flight directors. And trim.
610, thank you, continue taxi, Whiskey, Short Victor 9.
400.
Now, nav.
Alpaca
124.6, thanks a lot for the ATC, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot
1000.
Hi.
Excellent. Command A, bug up. Remember, it's a low stop altitude of 3000, so we'll contact departure straight away. Singapore departures, good day, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, Anito 6 Echo passing 1800 for altitude 3000 feet. That's one.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, Singapore bridge identified, climb to flight level 130, proceed direct Doctor.
Climb flight level 130, direct to Doctor, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. So bugged up, speed check, flaps up,
Alpaca 4, November
direct to
Charles, climb to flight
Doctor,
level
executes,
150.
and we can delete the 6000 feet below restriction, execute. There we are, direct
Alpaca
Doctor.
76 Hotel, climb to flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, Alpaca 76 Hotel.
So my operator, pilot monitoring only calls flaps up no lights when
Alpaca 4,
3000 feet
November
AGL
Charlie,
and obviously flaps up no lights, which is the case now, so we can now select VNAV, set standard, and we're passing 35 flight level 130, I have to take off check this. So gears off, water brakes off, star switches can come off, taxi lights off, air conditioning and pressurization, 1.8 psi climbing, auto, AUT for the temperatures, so that is set. Release the cabin crew. Now to take off checklist complete.
Alpaca 76 Hotel, contact Singapore radar 123.
We are flying through the localizer of one of the runways.
123.7, Alpaca 76 Hotel.
Put sensor on standby. What a lovely departure, just completely calm, routine, no major problems. And based on our expected routing with no delay, we'll be touching down in, what's that, 16, so 1 hour and 25 minutes. Beautiful. Nice shortcut on that instead as well, direct to Doctor. Aaron, you're just ahead of me, Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango. We'll try and keep a lookout for you. I don't know how close the routing is for aircraft coming in from Indonesia and Singapore. We haven't had any of these crossfire events where we've had our airways kind of over the top of each other, which is pretty cool. Matt, why above 3000 just to avoid distractions? I believe that could be the route course.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, climb to flight level 150, proceed to Dogra.
Climb flight level 150 and direct to Dogra, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. We're already in a turn there, so might as well leave it. Yeah, not, you know, I believe so, Matt. It's just being the way it is. So, yeah, you know, below that we sort of won't have configured any sooner anyway. But yeah, we the pilot monitoring, flaps up no lights. He doesn't call it straight away. We just wait towards 3,000 feet AGL, and then we set standard if climbing to a flight level and engage VNAV. Prior to that, we would have been in level change, having bugged up at 1,000 feet or 3,000 feet. Chieftain's pulled the clock back 6 hours so I can see the author download and all those volcanoes on departure out of Jakarta. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I contemplated it, but I've been so busy I just didn't have the time to download, check the tiles. I just thought, you know, it'd be night, live time, you know, it'd be night now, so it'd be evening. Also local time, nearly 9 o'clock in the evening. Easier to deal with it that way. Right, passing 105, flight level 150, let's do a pre-cruise check. So fuel, we can now put on those centre tank pumps to use that 700 kilos we have. Those pumps are now extinguished. The low pressure lights coming off, logos off, APU, verifiers off, pressurization, diff pressure 3.9 climbing, pressurization mode selectors auto, bleeds are on, all in auto, and set, the seatbelt signs on, recall, and that's it. Monitoring 1215,
Alpaca 55 Lima climbing.
and we also log into CPDLC.
I need those
If
6
we
seconds.
Alpaca 55 Lima, Singapore approach identified, plan to flight level 150.
So Alpaca 76 hotel just ahead of me, that's
Flight
ice
level
fire.
150, direct Dr. Alpaca 55 Lima.
It's amazing, like, when you look at the scheduled block times, how things work with taxiing and stuff, we're all pretty much exactly where we should be, which is pretty cool. We also have Alpaca 4 November Charlie. That's Adam, young Adam. We have Alpaca 1 Echo Delta. That's Shorty. 9 Alpha Kilo, that's going to be Andy. Is it the same person? Yes. How else can we see here if we zoom in even more? That's all for now. Right, approaching 1 to go, so we'll select vertical speed. 1,000 feet per minute.
Continue approach 617. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, contact Singapore radar 123.7, good evening.
Singapore radar 123.7, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Good evening, sir. There we go. Oh, it's nice to have my radio tuning panel working and explain. It never works at Microsoft Flight Simulator. Singapore radar, very good evening, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Approaching flight level 150 to Dogra.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, state indicated, state Mach speed.
Currently Mach decimal 70, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, maintain speed Mach point.
See traffic going all over the place. Might be asking what I have in the cruise. It's decimal 76.
Decimal 72, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, Singapore radar, good evening, continue climb 230.
Climb flight level 230, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. So 230 checked, there's VNAV.
Bangkok Air 961, contact approach 1246, good evening.
Approach 124.6 for Bangkok Air 961, bye-bye.
Superb.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, continue climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. And remember, that was our final level. We got capped today for this due to restrictions ATC 370, so 33.
Climb flight level 450, Alpaca
330 set once, twice, 3 times, and we verify we're monitoring 121.5. Was that for me, I think? I think that might have been me.
Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango, state Mach speed.
47 Alpha Hotel, I think it was.
Mach .76 for Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango.
47 Alpha Tango. That's Aaron.
Alpaca L47 Alpha Tango, thank you.
Cool.
Singapore radar, Singapore 126, maintaining flight level 150.
Singapore 126, Singapore radar, good evening, continue climb flight level 240.
You climb flight level 240, Singapore 126.
Yeah, remember that's not to scale. I was a bit concerned there for a second. Why are we not going towards Anito? But that's because the scale's not the same. Excellent. Well, that was a very routine departure. No problems.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta for sequencing, turn left heading 110.
Left heading 110, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
Cool. So next week, guys, I'm working almost a full week. I had some of my flights shortened, doing some slightly shorter days to keep my hours in check, but I'm absolutely flat out. I am on standby on Wednesday, so I will be at home. I might do a stream on Wednesday so long as I'm not being called in. But I am working Thursday, Friday and Saturday. There's 200. Every 10,000 feet, check diff pressure, cabin altitude, climate, and the air conditioning system. For those of you never heard me perhaps quote it, we call this a reverse L check. So I just turn the lights up here a little bit brighter for you. So the air conditioning and pressurization system, if you look at my mouse cursor, represents a reverse L, sort of like an L flipped over. And as part of the after takeoff checklist flow, and every 10,000 feet we do a reverse L scan, starting on the pressurization panel. This is the most important needle, the differential pressure. As long as there is differential pressure, the aircraft will be pressurised. If it's not, or it doesn't look like this shape, over time you begin to know what it should look like. You've got a pressurisation issue. The system's extremely reliable. I've never in 10 years had any problems, but it can happen. Cabin rate of climb should be very steady climbing. Pressurisation mode selected the Helios Air Disaster Service. One switch can kill everyone, so make sure it's in auto. Cruise level, land altitude set. This configuration all in auto. Engine bleed on, AP bleed off, duct pressure, recircs, temperature of the cabin as well. Cabin crew are very good at providing feedback as to whether it's too hot or too cold, obviously. It doesn't have climate control, the NG. It's very much like your Austin Metro. You have to just cold and hot, so you have to just basically keep it in a position where the temperature's nice. Hi Lars, hope you're doing well. Looks like a super nice group flight today shortly after work, but I would love to have joined. Happy landing. Take care, Lars. Thanks for it's been beautiful. Very, very nice. The ATC's been fantastic, and yeah, let the guys know if you've been really pleased with the service or anything that you perhaps provide feedback for them. They always appreciate it. Especially if that was this guy's exam at Singapore.
150 inbound Dawsville.
Alpaca 55 Lima, Singapore radar, good evening. Continue climb flight level 350.
Continue climb flight level 350, Alpaca 55 Lima.
Superb. Hi Javelin, hope you're well. Need your livery tonight. Hi everyone, sorry I couldn't join in as I'm on holiday. Looking forward to the next one. Where'd you go, Javelin? Very nice. Samuel Butler, big queue for departure. Looks like I'm number 4. I guess you haven't done that many group flights, Samuel Butler. Number 4.
Just for information,
ain't that bad at all.
Mach 0.74 in the cruise.
I'm our first. Well, since we sort of switched from doing crossfire events and overload events for our group flights, where we all started at the same place and all went to the same place, it wasn't uncommon to be number 15. Current Mach number is .71 at 330. We're planning Mach .76. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, increase speed Mach 0.73.
73 Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. So that's quite an unusual clearance, because ATC knows in reality that when you climb, when it comes to speeds in climb, unless they're very close, they'll get you to maintain a particular speed, because there's no point accelerating 73, because I'm going to be doing it any second now anyway, because what the system's doing is it's saying, look, I'm going to maintain 291 knots until I get to .763. Now, I am going to do 7.3 though, because he might want us to maintain 7.3 for the cruise. So what I'm going to do here, easy actually, which is why I need to go 7.3, and then we'll just maintain that speed in the cruise as well. Usually what they say in the cruise is maintain Mach 7.3, in the climb they usually leave you alone. But so yeah, sometimes if it's quite tight, they can
radar good day, Alpaca 15, climbing to level 150.
They can give you speeds to maintain in the climb. Fuel pumps off.
Alpaca 15, Florida, good evening.
Tiny Vars, RE the above, when ATC asked me to slow down to 290 knots on flight level 150, is that ground speed, indicated airspeed, or true airspeed? All the speeds by ATC are either one of two speeds, Mach number or indicated airspeed. You don't need to worry about ground speed or true airspeed at all. So it's indicated airspeed. You simply bug the number there. The reason they want you to do that is because all the aircraft in that same block of airspace has the same sort of weather, and so they get everyone to fly the same indicated airspeed. They'll be doing the exact same speed. Good question though, Tony Fast. That's the sort of stuff I like to see being asked. Very nice Jamwin. I'm in Norfolk this week, and then the Isle of Wight next week. Wonderful. Norfolk's sort of not too far away from my original neck of the woods. Had many a holiday in Norfolk. Robert got to go to work tomorrow and drive the bus. We've got another bus driver. We have bus drivers and truck drivers galore at Flight Data Sim. For those of you here reasonably new to the members group flights as well, don't forget that everyone taking part in the group flight has been entered into our prize draw, which will be rolled at the end of the stream. You have the chance of winning any senior add-on aircraft up to the value of £50, €50. It's slightly more, don't you worry about that. And, or if you perhaps fancy something from Amazon, Amazon gift store card. There's 30,000 feet. Bank angle 10.
Alpaca 76 Hotel, contact Jakarta radar 1323.
Just say we're doing 73.
Contact radar 132.3, Alpaca 76 Hotel.
Alpaca 4 November 20.
Leave it VNAV speed with the speed window open, so we just maintain decimal 73. I want to see where we crossed the equator actually. We might have already crossed it. Oh no, we haven't yet. Very close though. Where is the equator? I'm gonna have I don't have an equator emoji, but we'll be crossing it. I'm pretty sure that Indonesia is in the southern hemisphere. Vanguard, you're a bus driver too for a living. It's superb. Where do you want to go? Vertical speed. 1,000 feet per minute.
Thousand to go.
So weather's looking okay. This part of the world they can get some pretty ferocious thunderstorms. Lauren, unbelievable. What we'll do, we'll keep a close eye on it. It's going to be any second, look. It's shame to have the equator line precisely on this map. So we are about to cross it.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, contact Jakarta Control 1323.
What's that frequency? Contact Jakarta on frequency 1323. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot bar. Gotta cross the equator first, so I guess the FIR boundary might well be on the equator. There we are, down to 1 minute now, 1.2. We are about to cross the equator into the southern hemisphere. 1.8, 6, 4, 2, here we go. Whey, we crossed the equator, superb. Welcome to the southern hemisphere, ladies and gentlemen.
Jakarta, Alpaca 465, is it possible to get 15 degrees right due to weather?
Alpaca 465, affirmative sir. Approve as requested, report when.
Thank you. Alpaca 465, deviating 15 degrees right due to weather. Thank you.
Alpaca 465, I'm sorry, I mean report when clear of weather.
Report when clear.
Apologies, please repeat for Alpaca 465.
Alpaca 465, I report when clear of weather.
We'll report we cleared the weather, thank you.
Perfect. Indonesia, very good evening. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, maintaining flight level 330, approaching Anito Mach decimal 73.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, good evening, maintain level 330, continue flight time.
Maintain flight level 330, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Perfect, so we'll leave it all as clears. We are speed control, so a little bit lower than everyone else because we were capped here. We're very close to Alpaca 76 Hotel. In fact, I think we're about to overtake Alpaca 76 Hotel. Going faster, look at that.
Alpaca 10 Alpha, continue climb level 340.
Oh god, there's aircraft everywhere. Alpaca. Ah! God, oh yeah, oh my god, I thought I was pointing down and this was the sea for a second. Sorry, disorientated. 4 November Charlie, 47 Alpha.
Alpaca 55 Bravo, descend level
very busy.
230.
Amy, I hear a flight deck to sim. Frequency. IY on flight deck to sim appeared.
And Alpaca 55 Bravo, advise indicate the airspeed.
Airspeed Mach 0.77.
Look at that. Singapore and Jakarta are now the 2 busiest airports on VATSIM, thanks to the Alpaca Airways group flight. Amazing, guys. Number 1 and number 2.
Alpaca 55 Bravo, reduce decimal 75 or less.
Amazing.
Down to decimal 75 or less.
Let's have a look at the map. Oh, look at the VATSIM map, guys. Check the VATSIM map if you get a chance, guys. It looks absolutely mega.
Inbound Anito. Alpaca 55 Lima, hello, continue climb.
Superb job, guys. Amazing.
Continue climb, flight level 350, Alpaca 55 Lima. Alpaca 30 Alpha, contact Singapore radar 123 decimal 7.
That's the most defined group of aircraft on the VATSIM network now. Look at that. The VATSIM map, it looks like a sort of diamond-shaped, you know, the aircraft are mega. Absolutely mega.
Alpaca Dishaka. And the registration calling, taken.
Alpaca Nana Papa Yankee, level at flight level 240 inbound will be open.
James, don't you need to sing a sea shanty now? Unbelievable.
Climb level 360.
Aaron, I like the call sign, Alpaca 20th group flight. Usually if you look at my call signs, you know, we discussed this before, you know you can actually purchase from Sim Market a bit of software as a call sign generator. Unbelievable, but credit for him for trying to sell that. I bet some people probably have bought it. No, usually my call signs are based on usually the ICAO or IATA code and some numbers. Just put them together.
We should be clear of this weather completely and more ahead as well. If we get direct to Bosmo, if that's all possible, that will keep us geared weather.
Alpaca 465, approved West Street.
Do have a little bit of weather depicted on our radar.
Thanks very much. Direct Bosmo,
it's the weather radar's pretty basic. There's no tilt or ability to see what level you're looking at with the weather, but I'm happy with the routing there.
Alpaca 3 Papa Golf, flight out of flight level 190 for flight level 240 inbound Indian.
Alpaca 782, contact radar 123.85
Very busy.
Alpaca 3 Papa Golf, hello, continue climb level 360.
Continue flight level 360, Alpaca 3 Papa Golf.
Alpaca 412, arrival clearance available.
Where's your copy? Alpaca 412.
Alpaca 412, cleared to Jakarta via Punik to Fox.
I was looking on, sorry guys, I was looking at the
07, right?
Indonesia VATSIM. I think it was their Facebook page. Very active. They do quite frequently. They all meet up and in sort of like hotel conference rooms and organise big VATSIM events as well. They look really cool. They look very, very active. Craig Stoltz, you cross the equator for the first time, you have to pledge allegiance to Neptune. Oh my goodness.
Alpaca 15, good day, continue climb level 370.
Continue climb level 370, Alpaca 15.
That's Flix. She's a little aware of that.
71, contact Singapore radar 123.7.
Keep a close eye on it.
123.7 Alpaca 713 recovery.
Lovely, and
7.
calm there. There's
Alpaca 4 Kilo Tango.
There's
wind
David B
rate
with a little bit of
descent level
introduction.
280 to be leveled by party.
Total 280 to be level at party, Alpaca 4 Kilo.
Alpaca 4 Kilo Tango, just when you are ready for descent.
Descent when ready, Alpaca 4 Kilo.
Alpaca
hold
9
on.
from the
Just
Yankee,
realised something.
request
Might have just got a little bug.
0 degrees left.
Updated our top climb to 330. However, it's still giving me a top climb circle. Shouldn't do that. If I've updated it to 330,
We'll call Alpaca 9 from the Yankee.
you know, it'd only say that if you've stopped off intermediately before getting to your planned cruise level in the FMS. But it was 370 initially, which is probably
105 Mike, rifle clearance available.
probably why that's like that.
Copy Alpaca 105.
Alpaca 105
But yeah, that's a
Mike,
bug.
cleared
We
to
shouldn't
Jakarta
have
via
top climb
boarding
like
to
that.
Foxtrot rifle. Expect
Try and update
ILS
it one more time.
07 right, report ready for descent.
Excuse. No, it's a bug there. So I'll let Zebo know about that one. But yeah, 330, it is our cruise level. And it says at top of climb 330, so yeah, none of this information should be here at all. It's confused it by updating a lower cruise level, so that's a bug. I hope that doesn't affect VNAV and top of descent. I've got a funny feeling it might do. We do have top of descent depicted here though, so keep a close eye on it.
Roger, Alpaca 231.
Alpaca 1302, when ready, descend level 280 to be leveled by party.
Put some tunes on.
November descent 280, level at party, Alpaca 302.
Beautiful. Alpaca 76 Hotel, much higher than us. I think that might be up at
Singapore 380, when
is that speed
Singapore
or
380,
altitude?
you can expect to be leveled
46,000, can't be the
280
case.
by party. Advice ready for
Alpaca
descent.
76 Hotel is nearing orbit.
Singapore 30, Roger, flight level 280 and ready for descent.
I've had panel cruise yet, now set to 330. That should make no difference. That's not linked to the FMC at all. That's just the pressurization system.
10 degrees left and descend flight level 280, Singapore 380. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a bug.
Alpaca 5 Mike Foxtrot, when ready, descend level 280 to be leveled by party.
Just hope it doesn't affect VNAV and descent though. Gino downloaded Ortho for the entire sector. It's typical. It's dark and we can't see a thing. I didn't tell you. Discord Gino. But, yeah, I did download it, to be fair, around Singapore because I thought it'd be around dusk. So it's not dark enough for it to be. David, Alpaca 760 has a citation at flight level 470. That's crazy. I didn't know the citation goes so high. That's Icefire. Yeah, he took off. Sorry, he took off just before us.
13.7, Alpaca 2 Kilo, thanks for the service, good night.
It's extremely high.
Alpaca 55 Bravo, contact radar 123.5.
72, 3.5.
Captain Monster always having an eventful day on VATSIM. You don't have any failures, it just shows in-op system APU and the status page. Oh, got to get their starter out.
Singapore 380 for the left heading 380.
Christ.
Singapore
Weather's...
380,
yeah, that's... So if I was getting this picture at 330 with the weather radar sort of leveled until there, I want some avoidance here, but I'd be going all the way out here. I'm not going to diverge that much. You know, this sort of how it's depicted like this is a bit unusual. And the thing is, it's only just come on to the weather radar display now. We would have seen this 150 miles plus out, already decided what to do. But yeah, that's the size of cells, a bit tiddly ones. But the problem is it's such a, it's just a flat line, you know, it's hard to depict the height of this or when the tops are. You can go above thunderstorms, you want to clear them by at least kind of 4,000 or 5,000 feet minimum.
Alpaca 15, approve report right back.
Alpaca 5 big line descent.
Yeah, I did too, Gino, to be fair.
5 descent level 220.
It's, could be, yes, sunset was long ago. Might get some weather avoidance just around this particular blob.
Alpaca 5, Mike Foxtrot, Roger.
Literally set it precisely over our route.
Alpaca 5, Tango Bravo, descend level 280, level by party.
Yeah, we need to be up at 47,000 feet where ice fire is. Knows weather.
Center Alpaca 23 Lima is back.
Alpaca 23 Lima, welcome back. Landing 6351, continue climb level 350. 430, level 280. 480, roger.
Alpaca Monitor Sierra, 5 miles to Delta.
Can't see much today, I'm afraid. But there it is at night.
Alpaca Mike Golf Sierra, continue climb level 340.
Alpaca Monitor Sierra, continue to climb flight level 240.
Negative, sir. Alpaca Mike Golf Sierra, continue climb level 340.
Continue to climb level 340, Alpaca Monitor Sierra.
Alpaca 125, when ready, descend level 230.
So your partner departed, currently climbing, thank God for the Zebo autosave feature, really saved me today. Ah, yes, you just mentioned you had some issues, but the autosave function, yeah, it's not bad. I've used it sometimes when recording tutorials.
Alpaca 4, Kilo Tango, contact Singapore radar 123.7.
Oh yeah, that's becoming a not so pretty picture now, look at that. So, what I think we'll do in about 40 miles, or maybe 30 miles, we'll take a right here to avoid the worst here. But yeah, this would be no fun avoiding here. But if you're getting returns like this and cruising at 33,000, you wouldn't want to go for any of this.
Alpaca 180, proof report right back.
And at night time, it's very easy when you're at VMC to see active cells.
0 on standby. I'll have a target for you shortly.
Brandon, I guess Microsoft Flight Simulator still has the out reporting bug. There's an Alpaca that looks like it's right above, but it's on flight level 370 and I'm 350. It could be that. Could be that, to be fair. I know they've got that out, Tibetan bug, haven't they? But yeah, we should all be on standard.
Papa Yankee, request additional 10 track miles on present heading and then turn back to Bravo, please.
There you go, that was a good old flicker of thunderstorm, flicker of lightning. Yeah, so we wouldn't go through that at this height. If the tilt was up or level, we'd be actually getting in a thunderstorm here, which is pretty nasty. See what happens. So, guys, what I'll do, I'm going to make a paste in Discord about weather avoidance and what you request from ATC. It's very simple. You usually you just say Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot request left turn 20 degrees due weather. Simple as that. And usually the range as well for how long do you need the heading. And then when you're clear, it's just clear of weather. Gino, I'm not seeing any weather at all on my ND. Yeah, it depends on what sim you're using, what weather engine you're using. For example, Active Sky. You need to have a setting on to depict thunderstorms when CB is selected as an option here. But obviously this airport here we're flying over the Papa Kilo Papa waypoint, they're probably depicting CBs of some sort. Which is pretty cool. Pankal Pinang.
Direct Papa Lima Bravo. Direct Papa Lima Bravo, Alpaca 9.
Yeah, stop applying things a bit annoying.
I think you are too late to direct.
Just experimenting. Let me just put 320 and see what happens. Yeah, it's completely broken. Top of climb 320, but we're actually above that.
585, contact radar 123.85.
Yeah, That's not right. Doesn't like it updating a low cruise. Basically, it's not entered the VNAV cruise logic. It still thinks it's in climb, even though we're at 330. It's a bug.
Contact Singapore radar 13.7 and report heading. Singapore 30 maintain heading and contact Singapore 123.7.
Way behind us. There we go. So it seems I seem to have forced it into cruise. No, that's really strange. So it's like if I put it into 299, look, I think I'm forcing it into cruise, but no, I'm not. It's still in climb mode. Cool. Right, we best do some weather avoidance.
And Alpaca 553 is also back.
Can you confirm that I should still be on this frequency?
And that was who? Say again, call sign?
Alpaca 3, Papa Golf.
Alpaca 3, Papa Golf. Affirmative, sir. You can continue climb 360 and remain this frequency.
Maintain 360, flight level 360, remain this frequency. Alpaca 3, Papa Golf.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, request heading 165 degrees due weather. We'll need this heading for 60 miles.
Alpaca 125, contact radar 123.85 today.
Radar 123.85, Alpaca 125.
Alpaca 5 Tango Bravo, contact Singapore radar 123.87.
Don't think you like that. So if you can't actually get hold of AT, you'd avoid weather. That's the priority. It's dangerous to fly
Alpaca
through
5
thunderstorms.
Mike Foxtrot, are you able to direct party by now?
We're pretty much at beam party. I don't think we're going to make party now.
Alpaca 5
So
Mike
even
Foxtrot,
that heading's
no
going to be
worries,
quite
you
tight.
can maintain heading 0 to 0.
Maintain heading 0207.
Affirm.
Roger, 020.
And Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, request right turn 20 degrees, heading 170 due weather for 40 miles.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, the request requested.
Thank you. Perfect.
Alpaca 23 Lima,
Heading select, there we are, so avoiding the weather. Ideally want to be at least 20 miles away. We're going to be about 20 miles away upwind. Now if we were at 330 and you had this sort of return, sort of red, yellow, green, that's a cell, that sort of shape here. I mean, anything at lower altitudes, sort of like this, even it would be associated with thunderstorm. When it gets a bit scratchy, sort of like the returns, got to try and differentiate between rain and a thunderstorm and a cell. You can get something called attenuation as well, where if you're flying in heavy rain or moderate rain, it can be quite difficult to detect cells. What can happen is you can have this sort of shadow effect. It's called attenuation. The rain sort of masking the rain. But yeah, we're avoiding that sort of worse cell. You know, in reality, would we fly through any of this at this level? No, not at all. We'd be well clear, but the way this weather's depicted isn't that realistic. Brandon, when ATC says caution wait turbulence, what do you do to prepare? Well, it's ATC's responsibility to ensure there's sufficient separation between aircraft. For departures, it's 2 minutes. Well, for the 737, which is a medium weight turbulence category, it's 2 minutes behind a heavy, 3 minutes if it's an intersection departure behind a heavy taking off, and on approach it's radar separation. So they usually give that warning to GA aircraft or light aircraft departing after a commercial airliner. Basically, just be careful. But yeah, weight turb's very nasty. Yeah, look, we've cleared the worst of that weather, but yeah, that'll be too tight in real life. You wouldn't want to be sort of anywhere near there. I mean, you'd see that, I mean, not at night so much, but if it was active, it'd be constantly flashing kind of like every 5 or 10 seconds. Sort of is, to be fair. but it's unusual to get sort of CBs this close together. Usually it's all like merged as
Oh
one.
yeah, my mistake. Alpaca China,
But
Kilo
yeah,
Victor,
we'll just go
arrival
through this bit.
clearance available.
Again, that's not the sort of attitude we take in reality, but otherwise we're going to have to be aggressing headings every literally 5 miles. So turn here, turn right, left, right.
To Foxtrot. I expect. Are you able to do ILS approaches?
I hope so.
We're on our ILS.
Alpaca China Kilo Foxtrot, Roger, clear to Jakarta via Punik to Foxtrot rifle. Expect ILS 07 right. And
So that's the arrival we're expecting in plan. Bunik 2 Foxtrot 07 right. Well, top of descent's 180 miles. We're exploring.
Right, maintain flight level 230 until advised. Otherwise, we okay to be at 230 at Punik and run out.
Alpaca China Kilo Victor affirmative. Only 17172 radar contact maintain a full 360 continue flight.
So everyone's been getting cleared on a Bunik 2 Foxtrot.
Alpaca 465, did I give you an arrival clearance before? Alpaca 465, Roger, you are cleared to Jakarta via Punik to Foxtrot rifle. Expect ILS 07 flight and report ready for descent.
A lot of airport charts. They've got these specific taxi routing charts which are very useful. We're going to go for airport. We're going to have to very much rely on this because I don't have
Alpaca 23 Lima,
any Siri for Jakarta.
123.7, Alpaca 230 bye.
Bye.
So I think we'll take that one. So we're going to probably vacate around Sierra 4, Sierra 3. Oh, scratchy radio.
Okay, that was lock. Alpaca 18 Romeo Tango, climb level 340.
Cool. So that's quite a cell there. Yeah, keep well clear. We're sort of above this. Very hard to judge the height with this weather radar, as mentioned earlier. Yeah, but I'm happy to say we're clear of weather now to ATC, so we can request sort of like a direct to Oslo.
6543, standby. Asia 180, maintain level 350, continue flight plan.
Oof, look at that. That's more how a storm looks like on the ND, not all this sort of scratchy, scattery bits. So you usually have like chunks like this and then another isolated bit.
Yeah. Red cap 654.
Red cap.
Continue climb level 380.
Jakarta control, good evening, Singapore 645, leveling at 240.
Singapore 465, hello, turn left heading 310 and you can continue climb level 380.
Then left 310 and then 228, 380, flight level 6, Singapore 645.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, we are now clear of weather.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, Roger, and what's your next waypoint?
Routing would be to Oslo, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, Roger, you can direct to Oslo, thanks.
Red Oslo, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Perfect, so executed, LNAV.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, when ready.
Ah, okay, that's unusual. So activating VNAV seems to have put me into cruise. That's very unusual. So that's completely incorrect. Usually you could be in out hold, but now I've selected VNAV, it's gotten rid of a top climb point. That's not how the real aircraft works, but it's fixed it for us now. Direct to Oslo, Beatrich, unbelievable. Keep a close eye on this as well. So that's a sort of separation, 20 miles, we're going to be around 40 miles away from it.
Negative, sir, you are not going to Capri. You are heading to waypoint Dentina.
Roger, requesting factor.
Yeah, non-alpaca getting himself stuck in hot water
Are you
there.
able to direct to Esala by on navigation?
Affirmative, able to Esala.
Take 651, thank you, direct Esala.
Roger, direct Esala.
Indonesia 36, when ready, descend level 280 to be leveled by party. Descend level 280 by party. Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, good evening.
So, it looks like everyone's getting the same clearance. WIII 2
Alpaca 2
Foxtrot.
Alpha Mike, can you report your position?
For 07 right, for us it is easier, so we can start having a look into that, start setting it up.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, thanks. Maintain level
So,
390.
so hand over control to Jim, start setting up for the approach. There you go, Jim. Your controls. 250 probably 10,000. Transition altitude's much higher.
Hello,
in
maintain
Europe.
level 320.
Forecast winds coming in now. Hardly any point doing it, look at
Alpaca
that.
1
Lovely
4
and
Charlie,
gentle.
contact Singapore
But we
radar
shall.
123.7 good day.
Singapore radar 123.7, Alpaca 14 Charlie. Thank you very much. Good night.
27430.
Good night.
Jakarta, hello, Alpaca 4 Delta.
200, 1345.
Alpaca 4
10,000
Delta,
rates
hello,
322.
maintain level 360.
Maintain level 360.
Wind usually gets stronger the lower you go. Let's have a look at the latest weather as well in Jakarta. Not too bad an evening. 8,000 metres visibility though. This means it's a little bit lower. Otherwise, winds from the east not too strong, at 12 knots. No inclement or significant weather forecast. QNH 1011.
6351, expect IL S07 left approach, report ready for
So
descent.
someone got 07 left for approach there, so you might get runway change. So be wary of that. It's always worthwhile having both the approach charts open. So what I will do now is actually do that, just based off the fact someone else got the other runway. You don't have to necessarily have both charts open, but certainly the frequency and course needed.
1056.
Mention 6204, stand by.
I'm still going to plan 07 right for now.
Sorry, direct to
But
Glasgow.
runway changes can happen very last minute as well. You might even be 5,000-6,000 feet and they change the runway.
Jakarta Control, Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango here. We'll need to descend at
There we go. I'll reselect the airport charts. The reasons I like it in that order.
Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango, affirmative sir. You are cleared to Jakarta via WIII 2 Foxtrot arrival. Expect ILS 07 right. When ready, descend level 220.
Alright, so it's going to be the WIII 2 Foxtrot approach 07 right is the runway, and when ready we'll descend to 320 Alpaca 47 Alpaca.
There we are, 07 right.
Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango, when ready you can descend down
10-4, and we're 33,000 feet, so top percent will be
220 Alpaca 47
99. Yeah, a little bit before that. I think that's some restrictions to keep us like. Yeah, that's a little bit more realistic, sort of how weather would form apart from that sort of scratchy stuff. With obviously, look, it wouldn't just stop with a line like that. That looks very nasty over there. So I think that's sort of depicted by the higher cloud in the sim. Keep a close eye on that, but we should be fine. We're at a good distance.
Alpaca 105 mic contact radar 123.85.
So let's have a look at this arrival then. Coming in via WIII, it's transition levels 130 here. Then. In case of runway change, accept radar vectors by ATC. So there you go. So yeah, I don't think there was a WIII arrival taking us to 07 left. I think it was 07 right, and then they said, yeah, if it's 07 left, then you vectors, which makes it easier. So WIII 290 above. If I temporarily delete that, that'll give you a rough idea of where VNAV will put you. 329, there you go. Then it's to Ramel 250 above. Max 280, which checks. Then to Nocta. Is Nocta. I see Luvax.
Booking 6244, Malaysia 6204.
Interesting.
Alpaca 343, when ready, descend level 280 to be leveled by party.
That looks very different to what I'm expecting.
level 280 at party, Alpaca 343. Apologize when I go to
Nocta to Oscar, I've got.
Jakarta, hello, Qantas 6,
And then Ramel.
climbing flight level 240.
This is a different arrival, it looks a bit.
Qantas 6, hello, you can continue climb level 340.
Continue the climb flight
How
level
strange.
340, Qantas 6.
WIII 2 Foxtrot.
Alpaca 39 Kilo Victor, contact radar
Why does my arrival look
123.85.
so different? Everyone else have the same issue as well. It's very likely I've done something, but we'll just check that again. So starting at Bunik, we have Bunik to Ramel, we have Ramel then to Nocta, but I have Luvax.
Expect ILS07 right, when ready,
Then from Lumax to Emsen, I've got Oscar. It looks like it's the same waypoint though, and then Kakap. So, just looking at the distances here, look, 248 11 miles, 248 is 10.7. They're the same, but they're named differently. Can you see that? Nocta is Luvax, 19.6 DME, 155. 155 20 miles. So Nocta is Luvax. Can you see that? I don't know if you guys are looking at the same thing here. So I'm happy that Nocta is Luvax. Let me just put it in on the fixed page. It's the easiest way of checking.
Alpaca 6, Mike Whiskey. We are flight level 370 inbound Papa Kilo Papa.
Not in database.
Alpaca 6.
I wonder if that, when I was talking about the updating the air racks, have they updated these waypoints then since then? Luvax is encoded here. And then I have Edson.
Alpaca 35 Alpha with you, flight level 347,
He's a loud one.
370, inbound, Takeoff, addon.
So yeah, Luvax. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I'm very happy that Nocta is Luvax and Oscar is Emsen, but the tracks and distances work out perfectly. We have then Kakap, that's there, and Dakar, so very unusual. Has anyone else got the same? It'd be very interesting to hear. Dakar then Alpass. Not so sure about that one though. Dakar 170, yeah, same 169 for 10 miles, 9.8. We've got then Sepat, but we have Alpass. Very bizarre. Let me just select the arrival again without the Sepat transition. Yeah, I've never seen that before. It is plate date 6th of August 21, so yeah, it's brand new. I've never seen that before. Why they have different names here? It would suggest the chart's expired, or is an updated chart and they've renamed the waypoints. Don't forget I have got an expired air rack last month's. Could be that. Very strange. Look, I'm going to use it because I'm happy it's coded there. We've just got to make sure we have the things there. Andy, is your air rack out of date? It is by 1 month, but if anyone else has the newest air rack and that was a change, then there you go. Anyway, Oscar aka Emsen is 13,000 feet, that checks, so she should be flight level 130. Kakap 240 knots, 10,000, that checks. Dakar max 210, 7,000, that checks. These are all at altitudes. Alpass max 190, Alpass is Sepat here, max 190, 5,000. So yeah, I'm happy that's all fine. Other 07 right then, 105. Welcome there, man. So 105 once, twice, course is 068, set. And set, minimum is 260.
Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, when ready, descend level 280 to the left.
I mean, I don't think it's the air rack because the Navigraph chart should be updated as well.
Descend level 280 to be level at party.
You've got Luvax on the current air rack. Very unusual, Andy. Have they updated your charts as well? Andy, what's your chart date? Can you tell me what the chart date is for you on the arrival? I've got 6th of August, 10-2 Charlie, effective 12th of August.
Radar Alpaca 343, leaving flight level 360 for flight level 280.
Alpaca 343.
Let's check the rework at the bottom. It says the renums have been named. Aha! Changes. Erdox 1 Alpha established.
Ground control, a very good evening from the annoying Alpaca 117 at flight 225 coming flight 240 direct over.
Nocta renamed Lumax, Oscar renamed MSN, Sepat renamed Allpass. There you go. So, that's why. Wow, what a gotcha. I've never seen that on a chart like that before. Never seen it, you know, say they've been renamed without actually picking up there. That's really interesting. There you go. Anyway, I'm happy with the route. Oh my days, look at this. Armageddon we're flying into. Oh dear. Keep on that. Right. I'm sick of looking at that arrival. Let's finish it. Frequencies course is minimum set, MSA 4005 to the south. Vectors all via Allpass and Kotab. As mentioned, we don't have Allpass Kotab, we have Sepat Kotab. Platform's 4,000, going down to, well, 3,000 is the platform then. That's going to be from 9.3 DME. Foxtrot 07 right, the FAF. 3 degree RLS, that checks in the FMC, here we are. Can't really do much of a CDA because we have these altitude restrictions to comply with. We've got to be at 5,000 at Allpass, and we need to be Kotab's mandatory 4,000. 4 to 3,000 according to the chart. Ideally, where would you like us to be now? 4925. Okay.
Radio check out packet 343.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that contact restriction just for a CDA. There we are. Steep set of Oscar. Oscar, where are you? Steep 13,000 feet at Oscar. VNAV would like us at 11,053. Yeah, that Oscar restriction of 13,000 leaves you very high. So something to bear in mind, guys, going in here at Oscar, aka not Oscar. Which one's been renamed Oscar? Nocta. We've got Bunik, Ramal, Nocta, Oscar. So this 130 and MSN,
Alpaca Malgulf here, requesting direct to party.
aka Oscar, is leaving quite high on profile, but you've got to comply with the restriction. You can't deny that. But you can see that 13,000 feet for ideal profile. You need to be at 11,000 feet. So there we go.
Alpaca Nana Papa Yankee, descending to flight level 280.
I'm going to go this way. I'm just going to plough on because it's just the way it's depicted. Yeah, in reality you'd avoid this, but it's just you know, you'd be going all the way over here. But just, you know, I don't think it's that accurate. There we are. Frequency course to minimum sets. RVR we needed is 800 meters with all the lights. 07 left on background, so expecting 07 right, runway length is 3,600 meters, nice and long. I'm going to vacate Sierra 4, that's the plan. So it's around just under 2/3 of the way. Let's base up the trial runway, there's no bad weather forecast there, so...
Alpaca 295, contacting Singapore radar 1.
Where are you? I always forget where it is. So, runway 07 right, wasn't it? Yep, 07 right, dry. Surface wind, I'm going to leave it at 0. I know it's going to be a little bit strong.
Alpaca 100
We actually know what we should put in exactly. 09012. Temperature 28. QNH is 1011. Should be able to do flat 30, which is the default flap setting for landing. And so how much fuel we're going to arrive with though? 4.72.1, so we've got that extra hour we talked about earlier. It's going to be 700 kilos to burn, and landing weight is going to be 60.7.
Asia 103, clear to Jakarta via Punik to Foxtrot Rifle. Expect ILS 07 right, report ready for descent.
Cool. Flat 30 on a break 2. That looks around 2/3 of the runway length there, so we're going to go with that. 2,300 meters. We'll go, go second E10 for brake order. Flat 30. Selected, order break to 2, second E10 reverse. And then we'll vacate Sierra 5.
Yes, sir, Asia 182, good evening, maintain
Sorry, Sierra 4, and then yeah, we'll have to see where we go. We're really much followers of this chart. Hopefully, it'll be one with a little aircraft because we have no markings, taxiway markings, stand numbers there at all. And if we forget it's Sierra 4, we know exactly where we are on this chart, which is pretty cool. Cool.
Got control.
I'll have control.
One wants just hit some clouds and turbulence. Can we proceed direct party due to weather?
Alpaca 117. What's your current position?
Yeah, I am right now 60 miles from Domil right now at flight level 275.
Alpaca 117.
So keep close on this weather.
Can you just deviate about maybe to your left or to your right?
Busy, busy.
And not direct
Butter in
party?
Singapore. Very good, David.
Would be nice to go right somewhere around of heading 030 would be nice.
Putin always was a ruckus.
When clear of weather.
Okay, thank you, Alpaca 117. Then we are going right heading 030.
Alpaca Nara Papa Yankee, contact Singapore radar 123.7, good day.
Singapore radar.
Looking good. I should think the first few aircraft are landing at their respective airports as well. As you said, David's just buttered into Singapore.
Packer 76 Hotel ready for descent.
That's Icefire, who's in the same height as the International Space Station. Well, he was way up there. I should think he's got a little bit further ahead. Can't see much.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, direct to Fox and contact radar 123.85.
Direct to Fox and contact radar 132. Sorry, second frequency, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
So imagine that's significantly below us, more than 5,000 feet below us.
5 Alpaca 1 Echo Delta 5.
Bye.
Yeah, glad I'm not in a turboprop. 20,000 feet.
Roger.
Superb. Oh, look at the lightning, very cool.
Alpaca 180, turn left heading 300, please for
That's
separation.
Anthony.
Left 300, Alpaca 180.
Sweet. Got the jet over. It was a dark and stormy night.
Alpaca 5 Lima, request descent.
Lauren, are you requesting descent soon? I'm 10 miles behind and 2,000 feet above your top descent is 20 miles. Yeah, I'll do it at the top descent point because VNAV should have planned something quite nicely. I do have a little bit of concern for this weather next to Ramal because we will actually be descending at that point. I mean, I'm happy to say we're above this weather, you can see it. Yeah, it's in 20 miles. It's ATC's responsibility though to work out your speeds, coordinate the descents to ensure there's sufficient separation. What usually happens is if you're flying to the... It happens a lot for us from the UK. When we fly to the UK to sort of like the Alicantes, the Malagas, the Palmas, the Ibizas, there's all the traffic departing from the UK. So we're talking Manchester, London, the London airports, Birmingham, East Midlands Airport, Newcastle, Dublin. We all sort of converge onto the same routing, and I've had it before going into Malaga. We were at 36,000 feet. There was traffic directly above at 38, 400, and below us at 34, and just 5 miles behind, all going to the same destination. And what they start doing is about 100, 150 miles prior to top descent, they start assigning everyone's speeds. So when we roughly approach top descent point, we are laterally, there's sufficient separation, and then we all get assigned. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, go ahead.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot and turn left heading 140, please.
Left heading 140 degrees, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Heading select there. So yeah,
Alpaca 180.
that's how it works. So when we get to top descent, we all have sufficient separation, usually 10 miles-ish. All assigned a speed, usually the same indicated airspeed, or usually the guy at the front is given a higher speed, guys in the middle say 290, say for example the guy at the front 300 knots or greater, then the guy before 300 knots or less, or maybe everyone gets exact speeds as well. So maybe this is why we're on this heading now. This heading won't be, ATC won't give you headings for weather avoidance unless you ask them.
You want me to come back because I'm very close to the aircraft at the back. There's an aircraft at my traffic at the back.
The other traffic is maintaining level 370 here.
So yeah, that's Singapore.
Can
He shouldn't need to be asking questions. Hold on, someone's at the door, guys.
645 AFM, and if you want, you can climb to level 390 if you want.
Alright, climb to 390, Singapore 645.
Alpaca 180, contact Singapore radar 123.77 with heading.
Did ATC call? I thought you'd be saying that regardless. Did actually someone call me?
And Alpaca 180, report your heading to him. Indonesia
So I have to request to send that as well.
level 220.
193.
It's got to out hold, that's correct. Yeah, Paul, blah, blah, look, Commander Jenna Hofer Daisy did not call you. It was very quick.
Alpaca 91 Charlie Hotel, no worries, you can descend level 220 when
So we still request descent whilst we're on the
and
heading.
arrival is Bunik 2 Foxtrot for ILS 07.
So again, I would have asked, I'd be really have been pressing him for weather avoidance at that point as well. But he's given us a heading for spacing.
Good control, Alpaca 1-1, so looks like we're out of the craziness. Can we get back on track?
Keep them
Alpaca
professional.
117 AFM.
Thank you very much. So can we proceed direct Papa Lima Delta?
Alpaca 117 AFM.
Thank you.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, request descent on the heading.
And did I give you rifle clearance before?
Locked.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, and did I give you a rifle clearance before?
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, negative, ready to copy and request descent.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, roger, you are clear to Jakarta via Bunik 2 Foxtrot rifle for ILS 07 right, and you can descend level 220.
Send flight level 320 and Bunik 2 Foxtrot ILS 07 right. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, negative, you can descend level 220.
Send flight level 220 Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, we're still on the heading 140 degrees. So going to go level change.
Skip that heading for about 10 miles or so, I'll call you back.
Roger. Perfect, so we're going to go level change. I think there's still, VNAV's still a bit wobbly, you know, even though we've passed up a descent, we should still be getting a VNAV profile. 2 tops is completely blank now, and look, it's still in cruise. It should have shouted event, yeah. I've been having problems with this recently. It's still in cruise mode, because this should be completely blank now, even though I'm not in VNAV. Let me just go back into VNAV. Out hold. It's broken. This is point 0.16. I think basically in the Zebo mod, if you don't get your original cruise altitude, remember on the ground we said 370 and we put that in the FMS. ATC then said can you cruise at 330 due traffic, which we did. Because we didn't get to the original planned flight level in the Zebo mod, it just doesn't know what to do with VNAV. It's a bit of a bad bug really, because I've got no VNAV guidance, so if you don't reach your originally entered cruise altitude, which I guess is somehow stored even though you've removed it and put 330, it locks into cruise, which means I'll have no VNAV for descent, so we just base it off like the classic 200. Anyway, yeah, we're best flying into case of airspeed here. Don't know what it wants, let's do 280. Actually, best screen rate is max 265. I know we're not on the arrival, but if we at least follow that.
20 Golf Foxtrot, then right heading 180.
Heading 180 degrees, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. It's like London. London likes to do this. They often put you on a heading instead of the Star or Sid. Hi, Mr. Mid, hope you're doing well. Back angle, we can put to 25. So there we go.
Jakarta Control, Indonesia 193, request for the descent.
There's our young Indonesian.
220.
220 for 193.
Alpaca 76 Hotel, contact radar 1,
Yeah, that's
3.85.
only other thing I could try is perhaps updating it one more time.
Alpaca 76 Hotel, contact radar 123.85.
270. But it's not generated any new top of descent points or anything. It is completely broken. Ah, there we go. So, yeah, it's broken. I had to push in VNAV for it to now update. So I've now just whacked in 270, and then it's just like VNAV. It's activated descent mode now. So you can tell it's been activated descent mode because you go to the cruise page, it's blank. So now the FMS is in descent logic. We've got a profile to work with. But yeah, that was a bit of a workaround, really. Shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, we're a bit high on profile. There's nothing we can do because we're approaching our cleared cruise level. Probably increase the speed slightly. We'll do our best to make that Oscar restriction free to see if we get a, aka Epson, when we get a more direct route. There is the capital of Indonesia, Jakarta. Huge city.
No worries, welcome back.
Whee! We're going to go vertical speed now.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, contact radar 123.85 with heading.
123.85 with the heading. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Good evening, sir. Bye.
Good evening, sir. Bye bye.
Perfect. 2385.
Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango.
So this is spacing. He's getting me off the arrival to allow for sequencing.
125.450 Alpaca 47 Alpha Tango, 3 McAfee.
Indonesia approach hello, Jakarta approach hello, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, setting flight level 220 on a radar heading of 180 degrees.
As you go. Golf Foxtrot, heading 180, descent 10,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Heading 180 degrees, send 5,000 feet, QNH 1011, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. So 5,000 feet is...
Jakarta Indonesia 193.
I thought it was someone on the wrong frequency or something, or wrong restrictions. 5,000 feet set QNH 1011, and back to level change. I'm just going to set 265, passing 21,800, 5,000 feet, no flags, stand by, 10 minutes set. So it looks like we're going straight onto vectors for this approach. Zero wind, has active sky crash. Nope, that's often the case, system in. There is literally no wind around here. Active sky is active currently as well. You can see all the wet clouds, there's been no clouds. Happens, remember, off the top of my head, if the wind is less than 8 knots, it won't display a wind vector. I've had it in the cruise at 38,000 feet, no wind, and it's completely blank. That's completely normal, listen.
Right heading 240.
Right heading 240, Packet 55, please.
So update to Oscar now. Okay for profile, so I'm just going to keep it in level change 265 knots. Excellent. Push that night mode, yes. At work we have the same option, but I really don't like that display, I prefer that one, it's a bit brighter. What's that for me? I don't know who that was, I don't know if that was 20 Golf Foxtrot, but that someone got 07 left, so something we just need to bear in mind. It could be the other runway.
Okay, 91 Sally Hotel,
there you go, so the wind vectors come back on. Look, this has been 134 at 6 now because the wind's increased.
I've got 20 Golf Foxtrot, left heading 250, SPLSRV 07 left.
Just confirm that's a left turn 250 degrees.
Right there, 250, sorry.
Confirm, that was yes, RIG 250 degrees, right turn, and then I'm expecting ILS 07 left, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Perfect. Yeah, long way round. Right, Oscar. There we are, and we just need to change to 07 left. Not a big deal, so what we're going to do is get rid of the 07 right chart, because we actually won't get completely rid of it because they change it back again. And we'll firstly change the flight management computer, departure arrivals. ILS 07 left, and I don't think there's any Bunik arrival for this. I'm just going to select 07 left. We have have a min-in transition.
55
So yeah, we'll put in min-in,
speed 210 knots.
execute. And now we need to find a discontinuity, which doesn't seem to be any. But we just need to stitch it together basically. So
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, request further descent. Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, contact Jakarta, arrival 125.450. 125.455, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta 5.
So that's got us going via Dakar, Sepat, and then Ninin. So basically what it's done is it's put the old Sepat transition, which was the old approach. I'm going to leave it like that because I'm going to get vectors anyway, 2,000 feet or above. And then we can just keep updating the legs page in whilst we're on the vectors to make sure it's up to date. So they're actually coming in via Ninin, which is there. Ninin, oh, mandatory 2,000 and Ninin. That's crazy. So far out. Anyway, we'll comply with that. So this is no good for a CDA. That's crazy. That's so low. Mandatory 2,000. Surely, when you're getting vectors, that wouldn't be the case. But you're going to be at 2,000 feet from odd band plus 4 more miles. So 13 miles away at 2,000 feet. That's half the height you should usually be for a CDA. That's very low. I mean, yeah, if you're doing that transition via Ninin, you'd need to be level at 2,000. But I'm going to leave it like that because I don't think we're going to be going in like that. That's very low. Usually at my operator, you have to, if you can't fly a CDA, you have to file not a safety report, just like what we call a CSR. It's just for commercial operations or reasons, you know, just to explain why. Because a lot of airports in the UK, they monitor CDA compliance, and if you don't fly a CDA, they start moaning at the airline. It's all to do with noise. Anyway, ILS 1115.
Yes, we can reduce speed to 190 knots.
1115.
Speed 190 knots.
There's no standby notes. Course is 067. 067. 2,000 feet. We discussed mandatory at 6.2 GME. Well, that's the final approach because that's exactly the height you want to be on the ILS. 280 is the minimums, which is set. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. We're now coming in from the other side, though. So, there we are. I want to vacate to the right at November 4. Just going to get a slightly different chart here. Just make sure we're all good. Slightly below profile, but I want to keep it going down here. Route direct to Sepat. Level change is a great mode when you're not on the magenta line. There we are, something like that.
10,000 km 1011. We should have 103.
Yeah, that's going to be good for us. So if we vacate at
Also for Indonesia 1903.
November 4, then hopefully we'll get sent in this direction. We'll try and find out parking standards. It's going to be tricky. Anyway, there we go. You can see the airport down there. We'll be like, oh, someone going around or someone just taking off. 9 Alpha Kilo, I'm not sure. But landing on 07 left now.
Heading 280, confirm Alpaca 55 Lima.
It is 07 left, but not to be confused with the
heading
runway, which is technically left. So we've got to be very careful with that. Descend 7,000 feet, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. You might have forgotten we were going on 5, but fair enough. 7,000 feet set. Have to go around, it's turn left direct to Abuvo. At about 3,000 feet to Luvax at 9,000, so stop altitude is 9,000 feet for the mist. 9,000 feet there. Where is she? 3,000 at Pator. What all these different waypoint names? They're all different. Look, Pator 3,000. Is that another one of those nav aids? Have changed.
Kilo Alpha Papa. Oh, there, Takeoff.
I beg your pardon. Pator. It says Pator to be at 3,000 feet. I have Ibuvo. ILS 07 left. Max 3,000. Okay, yeah, 3,000. I think that's the same again. Pator is Ibuvo. And then Luvax. We have a different waypoint called Dokka. My days. Remember on the arrival day, they were all different. I think Luvax was the same. Anyway, I'm happy that's coded correctly. My days. Oh, I'm getting really busy now. Fuel, 4 pumps, lights.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, can you make a right hand orbit?
Affirm, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot.
Alright, make a right hand orbit for me, please.
right orbit, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. So we're going to speed back to 230, right hand orbit. So orbits are something you can do in real life as well. Great thing in the 737 is you can swing the heading all the way around and it won't start turning 180 degrees past your heading unless you've done it past your exact trip. Yeah, orbits are permitted. A couple of things you need to bear in mind. At my operator, needs to be in daytime VMC, you need to be above the MSA, but if you're at a radar control and above, outside 10 miles as well, if you're landing, you can do orbits. This is just a delayed vector essentially, but he just needs us, for whatever reason, to delay our approach for space. There we are, breastbone image doing the post-cruise checks, fuel, 4 pumps, lights, no KPUs, pressurization set.
20 Golf Foxtrot, maintain 8,000 feet.
Okay, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot climbing to 8,000 feet. That's a bit unusual. So there's nothing I could do there if he wants me to maintain 8,000, but I'm already below it. There we go. We'll go VS 700. And there's no point going fast if you're heading away from the airport. There we are. So that should go back to out hold. We get that out quiet. To out hold. Post-cruise checks. So out hold is now FMA enunciated. We should, I'm 99% sure that we should get the green light go out hold there as well. 99.9% sure. Samuel Butler. I was just thinking that, typical that the one time the database isn't updated, all the waypoints change. I know. It's typical. I thought it would be fine. But I did the test sector, only finished it 45 minutes before the group flight, and I saw there was an update, so I just don't have time. I had to get all the washing out and a few other jobs around the house just before the stream, get some lunch in me. I thought the waypoint names had changed.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, good night, Jakarta arrival 125.40, sorry for the delay.
125.40, no problem at all, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot 5.
Just go for that was 125.450.
Sorry, 125.450, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Good evening, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Perfect. Yeah, doing a good job. There's a lot of traffic, so we're here at 8,210, and we're now talking to Jakarta approach. At Jakarta approach, very good evening, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, maintaining 8,000 feet, QNH 1011. We just completed a right turn orbit, rolling out on a heading of 235 degrees.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, make a left orbit until 2000.
Just to confirm, make a left orbit, descend to 2,000 feet, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot.
Negative sir, descend 3,000.
Descend 3,000 feet, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, making a left orbit.
Alpaca 5, descend 3,000 feet.
Okay.
Descend 3,000 feet, Alpaca 5.
I'd love to see the flight radar profile after this. 3,000 feet set vertical speed. But whatever.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, expect ILS 07 left.
Expect vectors ILS 07 left, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Cool. So around we go again. A wee. But you know, this is not airports instead of holding, they do just delay vectors or orbits. They're not uncommon, they do happen. Different parts of the world do different things.
Localizer established, Alpaca 76 Hotel.
Alpaca 76 Hotel, contact Gunahata Tower.
Rod Lean had to do a hold near the airport, then had a late side step to 07 left at around 40. Very cool. There is the airport, dead ahead look, on the nose. All that lovely extra fuel we took is now being used. Did you do any fuel checks today? Whoops. So I was just double checking up something about orbits. So at my operator, so orbits are completely normal. But what the orbits are, the orbit guidance in our
down to 3000 for Indonesia.
Ops manual for my operator. It's based on us recovering the vertical profile. So basically, if you're really high, you can request to fly in orbit. This is slightly different. This is a delayed. This is a delayed vector from ATC essentially. So those rules I was mentioning there. If we would like to request an orbit, let's say we're going on to a 10-mile final, and we're way too high. We're up at 9,000 feet. We can actually request an orbit from ATC. For that to be, well, AT might approve it. For my operator, we need to make sure we're outside of 10 miles from touchdown. We're not below 3,000 feet or the MSA, whatever's the highest. Max flap 10, and we need to be in VMC conditions as well. But this is different. This is a delay vector from ATC.
Clear ILS 07 right, and we'll report when established. Alpaca 55 Lima.
And approach Alpaca 9, majority of zero, we use it at like
Hi Danny Crumpet, Mr. Street, damn it, we'll catch up with a bit. Well, we're just on the vector approach, good time to join. Now route direct to, actually I want to go direct to Ninin now. Just to keep VNAV verified where we are. So actually we're sort of doing a CDA look. We're in a good position now after that orbit. Got traffic just to our right, quite close, 5 miles, 1,000 feet below. That's the Golf India Alpha 193. Is that Garuda? Not sure. Kieran, tune back in now. Landed, so hard to watch. Listening on Vatson, very cool, Kieran. We heard you a few times, but yeah.
Arrivals, hello again, Alpaca 9
a little bit of a
6,000 feet.
Yes, we've drawn a figure of 8. That's actually very nice. Look at that. That was a perfect figure of 8.
Are you on arrival start?
Hopefully we'll get pushed in front of Garuda, or maybe he's on 07.
Sorry,
right.
say again, sir. For Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Apakah anda Alpha Kilo left heading 250?
So left heading 250, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
I think he was just asking Andy what arrival you're on. He probably didn't realise he just played a missed approach.
Apakah 20 Golf Foxtrot, make a left orbit again until 3,000 feet.
And a left orbit, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Wee. I've done orbits before, but I've never done 3 orbits. But he said until 3,000 feet. Oh, I was a little bit too quick with the heading there, so maybe I need to kind of expedite descent. Oh, for goodness sake, come on, out you go. We're all on that heading, so maybe I'll just increase that rate of descent because he's probably waiting for me to get to 3,000 feet. Let's just do 800 feet per minute. Love it, listen to it. GIA is Garuda, very cool. Domino Mosina now paint 3 and 7. It'll reach 7 through 8. Love that as well. Well, just drawing figures of 8 everywhere. Oh look, he's probably gotten Garuda to go in ahead of us. Where is that Garuda gone? Oh no, I think he's well off in that distance. In the distance there.
Apakah liner Alpha Kilo descend 2,000 feet?
Descend to 2,000 feet, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
We're gonna get my air sickness
Jakarta
back.
arrival,
Brilliant.
Indonesia 193.
Plenty of fuel though, 4.6. We need 2.1 to divert. So we've still got about an hour's worth of holding
Indonesia
fuel.
193, second.
Just want to confirm free speed.
Negative star Indonesia 193, if you are able, can you reduce to 160?
Roger, 160.
Landed 7.5 after being sent around a lovely tour around Singapore area, then managed to get lost on the ground. Ah! Welcome to the club, Andy.
Apakah 555, contact tower 118.2, headward landing, bye-bye. Tower 18.2, Alpaca 555, send them out.
I'm very impressed with everyone's Indonesian and language usage tonight. Very good. Don't know where to do.
Indonesia 163, maintain 160 knots until 5 DME, and you are placed alert cross runway 07 right, people plan FOB.
Super busy.
Indonesia 193, do you copy?
193, sorry.
Indonesia 193, clear ILS approach,
Kieran, missed of departure for the. Oh, you're in the MD-80. Oh my god. Needs to be. Need to reset roll mode after takeoff. Silly plane, oh yeah. I wanna. It's very. It's very quirky. Full of unique things you have to do. There's our third figure. Oh, I say third figure eight. Third orbit. Maybe we'll do another right one. We have 288s. Anyway, look, I think he was just increasing the spacing between the Garuda. That looks quite nice now.
Apakah 20 Go Foxtrot, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100 degrees, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. There we are.
Apakah Niner 1 Charlie Hotel di
So it's very low on the approach now. See where that puts us. There's the Garuda. And there's the glide slope. Item we're looking for is India Charlie Hotel Lima.
1,000 to go.
Looks good. India Charlie Hotel Lima.
Apakah Niner Alpha Kilo, turn right heading to 80.
So the approach checks fixes 115. Our fixed wings are in for 07 right. Idents. India Charlie Hotel Lima. Set twice. Arming approach and course 067. 067. Approach is complete. That heading will work for an intercept. It's gone to a short final, but I should think he'll take us right and then left again. We're going to have a parallel landing of Garuda. Looks like he's going for 07 right. We got Alpacas around here. Yes, we have 91 Charlie Hotel. 9 Alpha Kilo. That was Andy on his missed approach, I think. Very good.
Apakah 20 Go Foxtrot, clear electric path runway 07 left, report to SOB.
Is that for me?
Apakah 20 Go Foxtrot, clear electric path runway 07 left, report to SOB.
Good ILS 07 left, we'll call established Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot and request further descent because we're not going to make it 3,000 feet.
Apakah 20 Go Foxtrot, descend 2,000 feet.
It said 2,000 feet, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. So it's very important to get that request in because remember we were cleared to send 3,000, which is a minimum radar altitude. Obviously, if I go to 3,000 and maintain it, I might get a little bit too high on that approach there. But we cleared ILS. It's onto around a 7-mile final, so you just want to make sure you configure flap 1 by the first ring.
Arrive Indonesia 103, establish ILS approach 07, right.
Good man. Right, select flap
1.
1.
Contact from Jakarta Tower, 118.
Good approach. Start lock initially. Want to move in 1 dot before we are glob slope. Oh my goodness, that's a new word, glob slope. That's a combination of arm and glide slope. Glob slope, love it. Flap 1, go flap 5. Speed checks. Within 1 dot, arming approach.
Apakah 2
So
Alpha
route direct to Fox point.
3,000 Alpaca.
And then what I'll just use is the vertical speed to maintain the glide slope. We call this VS to finesse. Glob slope up, got it. Thanks Aaron, cheers Kieran, yep. This has been a good one. Add that to the flight deck, to Sim Dictionary. Glob slope. Oh dear. Damn you lot.
2,500.
Very good. Jim should have terrain selected. And we're landing on 07 left, which is the inner runway here.
Apakah Niner Alpha Kilo, ready speed 160.
I hope it is anyway. Yes. Try and get glide slope capture prior to outer quiet. 1-4 lock capture, runway heading 067. Sometimes in the real aircraft it'll capture outer quiet, but it does a little dirty dive below the glide slope. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot established, ILS 07 left. Glide slope capture, missed approach
Apakah
altitude.
20 Golf Foxtrot, contact Tower 118, small 2, have a good landing, bye bye.
Tower 1182, thanks for great ETC. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Bye bye, sir. Perfect. Over to Tower. Where's that Garuda? Ah, he's just behind me though. But pretty cool. Jakarta Tower, very good evening. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, established ILS 07 left.
Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, hello, wind 090, 09 knots, QNH 1012, runway 07 left, clear to land.
Copy QNH 1012, runway 07 left, clear to land. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. New QNH 1012 is set. And as mentioned, we're going to try and vacate first high speed to right November 4. And then, yeah, wish me luck.
Indonesia 1.
Have we got ground online? That's the question. We do. 6, let's preset that. He's going to enjoy that. Getting taxied in. Right, 4 miles, get out. Flight 15, landing checklist. Star switches continues, recall check, speed brake, on green light, landing gear. Down 3 green, order brake is set to 2. And holding on the landing flaps. Go flat 30 now, speed check flat 30, match speed 148, target speed. And we have flaps, 30 green light, landing lights are on, landing check speeds, imagine the crew are seated, we have been cleared to land. Shall we do it? Looking good, all stable, disconnecting autopilot, disconnecting order from. This is where the Zebra mod comes into its own. Attitude's where I'd expect it to be. Thrust is where I'd expect it to be with our gross speed today. Very nice. So, nice and calm. Pretty much direct headwind. Jim would call stable go arounds. We've satisfied the stabilised approach criteria.
400.
Check. Check.
300.
Check.
Minimum.
Continue.
200.
Back on the target speed. Just very small changes now. Keep it descending.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Check.
20.
Close.
10.
Hold the attitude. Was a little bit of a balloon. Come on. Oh, it was a float. Whoopsie. Speed brake's up. Oh no, it's not up. Speed brake's up now. Reverses. There we are. And that is 74% 100 knots. 80 knots. Manual braking. And 60 knots out of us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jakarta. Bit of a float. I was a bit aggressive with the flare. I'll take November 4, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. There we are. Reverse stowed. Speed brakes up. Weather radar. Landing lights off. Jim can slap the flaps up. 121.6, Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Thanks to the ATC, sir. Bye.
Bye.
November 4. Oh, actually, they have the markings, which is pretty cool. I thought they didn't have them. So we've gained November 4. I'm just going to take it nice and slow here to see where we're going to go. I have not much in the sense of directions. Remember, this is the default X-Plane 11 scenery, so I'm just get my pen out ready to make some notes. There we are. Jakarta ground, good evening. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot. Just vacated 07 left at November 4.
Alpaca 20 Golf Fox, welcome to Jakarta. Right, November Papa 2, left November Charlie, Yankee TV, start of your choice.
November Papa 2, left onto November Charlie, and just confirm, then stand of choice.
November Charlie, Yankee, then it's stand of choice.
November Charlie, Yankee, then stand of choice. Alpaca 20 Golf Foxtrot, thank you. So, November Papa 2, so that's this taxiway here, so first right, and then in via Lima. Where is Lima? God. Gonna have to try and locate Lima. Again, we wouldn't taxi until we confirmed where Lima was, but let's see where it is. Oh, no, it's not Lima. It's left, didn't he? He said November Papa 2 left at November Charlie Yankee. That's why I was looking for Lima. There we are. November Charlie Yankee. Left. I put L for left. And I was thinking Lima. Order, I can't see it. Left on November Charlie Yankee. So second left and then a stand. Oh, that's perfect. Right, do the rest for clean up then. Transport out of.
Left Sierra
Trim
Papa
with resets.
right
Brake
Sierra
to off.
Charlie X-ray to the start of your choice.
Flight directors come off as well. Wasn't this one, was it? November Charlie Yankee. No, second left after this. 3,100. Indicator airspeed up. Start switches off. Pro heat off. Strobes to steady. And I think we've done everything there. We've just got anti-ice probes. Beautiful. Message from Broadsall74 said, greetings, just want to say hi, hope you enjoyed flying in Southeast Asia. We did, thank you, very, very nice, whoever you are. Guess you can't see the stream. There we are. Anyway, yeah, I swear I tried this and I didn't have any taxiway markings, but no, the markings are all here, November Charlie Yankee. So left here, and then it was a stand of choice. We'll go where the alpacas are. Via November Charlie Yankee.
And Volcano ground to this
Doesn't seem to be anywhere around these stands. There's no one. Everyone's on the other side. I think it's because I'm the only one that landed on 07 left. Well, I'll go for number. What should we do here? I'll go left here into this apron. I'll find a suitable stand. Let's perch ourselves on one of the ends here.
Alpaca Margo Sierra requesting taxi to hold point November 9.
It's quite easy when you don't have stand-uppers, but yeah, this is quite good because there's no markings or anything for any of the stands.
Taxi holding point November 9.
Oh gosh, I didn't get the APU up and running. Well, I'll have to just sit on stand for a short while. Ah!
Taxi over November Papa 2, November Charlie 5.
Ground crew would be very concerned if you were coming into the apron like this.
Set squawk to 350.
Very nice. Let's go for the A319. There we are. I don't think there was one for the 73. Beautiful. Right, parking brake is set. We're just going to wait probably another 20-30 seconds to the APU. We'll shut down engine number 2 at least, save a bit of fuel. What a lovely group flight. I'm Alpaca 465 all alone, Sinkira. I know. I got look. Alpaca are all on my lonesome. I've got a Singapore Airlines here, but was that Singapore Airlines or Cathay? Oh, it's a Singapore Airlines, but as a Alpaca Airways because I think it's in the A350. There we are. APU's available. Now for timing. 2 blues, 1 red. Shut down engine number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first time Jakarta, capital of Indonesia. Another successful Alpaca Airways flight. Looks like Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo. That's Andy's done his successful landing. Come park over here, Andy. Don't leave me on my own. Then we can do the giveaway. Superb. I've forgotten here to do. Lights off, Manticore. Some nice conditioned air into the cabin. Superb. 20th members only group flight. 20 of these we've done. I haven't missed a single one. I don't know about you guys.
Taxi to November 9.
There we are. So nearly 2 years of organising these. Superb. Aaron says, come join us on the other side of the airport. Oh, it'll be a bit of a taxi and a half. I hope Andy comes and buys next to me. Jay Spokes, thanks for a great stream. Really helped me get over a wedding hangover. Amazing. Maria's just entered in the house here as well. She's got Nutella and a stick. Can I have that, please? Oh, thank you. No, you're right. I don't want it. They don't want to hear me chewing this. What time did you get up this morning? 3 a.m. Mariana got up this morning. Bless her. So she's going to go and relax it. She's kind of nodding as if to say, oh. About your members only group flight without captain. Oh yes, well I envisage and plan to make sure I make every single one of them list them in. They are sort of scheduled around when I'm free and stuff. Cool. So that's the end of that, I think it's time we did a little giveaway here for everyone that took part in the members only group flight. So let me find the list of everyone that took part.
Push us out approved facing east. Start killing 56.
There we go.
Alpaca Micro Sierra request clearance.
It's not Nutella on steak, Lauren. Nutella on a breadstick, like dipped in here. Look very nice. I'm gonna have one as soon as we finish it. So that's copied. Let's go here to
Continue to taxi over November.
the list randomizer.
Following the company aircraft.
There we are. I'll bring this open so it's not sus and everyone can see what's going on as well. There we are, list randomizer. There we are, so you should all be able to see the list randomizer, random.org/lists. You're now going to see the list of the group flight, everyone that took part in the group flight here. Randomizer, yes, and double never seen it. Completely sus list randomizer. Alright, here we go. So you can see anyway, here's the first group. This is just literally copy pasted right now from the Discord, so you can see it's there. I updated even Orion's here, who's a last minute taking part in the group flight there. So everyone's here. Remember when I did it and it was me? I might do it again, hashtag ripped. But yes, don't forget, you have the chance of either winning your choice, any senior aircraft up to the value of 50 quid, 50 euros, $50, whatever it is, or around that value, or a $50, £50, 50 euro Amazon gift store card, whatever you so wish to be. So let's roll it as Andy Parks on stand next to me. Thanks for coming over here. The winner of the 20th members only group flight giveaway is MGS1. Congratulations, Alpaca MGS. I think you've never won a giveaway before, so congratulations to you. It was a close one between Dante and Kitty System there, but there you are. Everyone's there. Just sort of skip and add some stuff there, but there we are. Matt AMS said rigged as well. Yeah, I think about that one there. Unbelievable. But I don't think MGS was definitely here. I saw his call sign flying around today. But congratulations. Let me know in Discord what you'd like to have, and well done for taking part in it. Congratulations again, and for everyone that takes part in the group flights, thank you so much for making them happen. As far as I could see, everything, certainly my side, was done smoothly. What is this? Let me skip that. Everything that was, this side looked like it was all handled brilliantly by ATC. Everything was very smooth. Some orbits we had to lay for with the approach there, but yeah, I think overall another successful group flight. 21st one in 4, 5, 6 weeks time or so. Amazing. Jill, he's restarting his flight back to Singapore. Amazing. He's doing 2 sectors. I know some people mentioned they'll be doing 2 flights, but yeah, utilise the agency whilst it's about. I know that they said they'd cater for all the departure arrivals taking part today. So super cool. Right. Anyway, should we have a look around? Let's see if anyone's landing here. Oh look. Yes, Alpaca MGS. Look, there he is. He's ready to go back to Singapore. We should run over to him and tell him congratulations. We never actually slewed over to a winner of a flight there, but we best watch Alpaca 20. We always like to watch one aircraft coming into land for a group flight. Who's Alpaca 20? That's Shui. Shui, I swear we're always looking at you on the replays on landing there. 2 tons, you've got to figure out how to get back to Dallas. I saw you made a few posts and you'd had a bit of an adventure coming over there. Oh my goodness me, you lining up with Shui on final there. What is going on? We're about to see a bit of an incident here. What's tower frequency? Got to listen into this.
Good evening, Alpaca 35 Alpha with you, 3000.
We got a little out with you there. Technically, you're on the active runway there, MGS.
Alpha
182, yeah, this is tower, Jill, thank you.
Continue approach 07 right, Alpaca 35 Alpha.
I'd love to have heard that. Well, it's whole position probably. Anyway, no pressure, Shui. Looking nice. I can't wait for that velocity update. Looking good. Looks nice and firm in the touchdown zone. Beautiful. I guess MGS is now lining up. Oh, shook it up there. Superb. well, I was half expecting a collision there on the touchdown zone, but all good. And we'll go back to our position. Superb. There we are. Shui landed. I think that was Shui. Where were you? I think you were one of the last coming in here. Yeah, Shui. Only a few more later coming in. Swifty Moen, Daniel, Callum, Freckles, and AV. So excellent. Looks like we've all had minimal delays today. Superb. Re-rolled you to runway collision. Love it, Ivat. Paul C, thanks once again. Missed most of it, just got in from web. We'll catch up later when it goes public. Awesome stuff, Paul. Well, guys, we'll call it a day for the 20th members only group flight. Again, thank you everyone for taking part. I'll disconnect from the network here. There we are. So, guys, next live stream, as mentioned, Wednesday probably. We'll see. I'll keep you posted, of course, if I decide to do anything beforehand. But as ever, thank you so much for your continued support as members. I should be doing this whilst doing the replay, shouldn't I? Let's do it that way. Let's turn down the music. Pro streamer. Until I haven't been streaming frequently, everything's out of sequence. It's because I think I did Microsoft Flight Simulator yesterday, so there's no replay function there. But of course, we can do replays here. Right, so that's all turned down, and let's cue the funky replay music. There we are. So, let's put ourselves just before the threshold. There we are. That should work out quite nicely. We'll kill the fly live overlay and turn this music down slightly. There we are.
25.
Yeah, so my approach to landing. Okay, approach was very nice. Flare, a little bit aggressive, so we sort of ballooned a bit. And that is sort of, you know, going back onto the line now, yeah, I can confirm the ground effect is very exaggerated in the sim. So that sort of check there, yeah, this sort of, it's like a cushion of air I'm riding. Then we just held the attitude, and then I kind of like set a slightly higher rate descent just to get it down with the touchdown zone. So you can sort of see, if I do it in fast forward, you can sort of see it hit this cushion of air, like woof, you see that cushion? In reality, there's a little bit of ground effect, but not to the point where it sort of completely stops. I mean, I did check, and then you can see it completely stops descending there. The aircraft will sort of do that in real life if you're going 10 knots too fast, but yeah, it was okay. Let's do it in normal speed anyway. How was the ortho in Singapore? Couldn't really see much, Jill. A little dark for this sector. There's the check. Again, I was a little bit high checking anyway, which didn't help. Held the altitude, and poof. Nicely touchdown side. It's very unusual to stream. I think this is the first ever time I've streamed where it's nighttime in December, it's daytime outside, so it's all bright in my office. Usually I always try to stream during the day, but it's also day in sim. And there's the check. There's a little bit of the high check, a little bit of ground effects, closed, and boom, touchdown. Superb. Tony, did you have a few hard landings after getting back on the line before remembering ground effect isn't like explained? No, I kind of went straight back into it. I've had one so far. I did a flat 40 landing a couple of weeks ago, and it was pretty firm. As in the FO went way. I know quite well. Otherwise, though, they've been. I'll be honest, I'm not exaggerating it. They've been pretty buttery, pretty smooth, and all safe right on the aiming point. So very happy with that one there. Cool. Right. Anyway, well, as ever. I will repeat myself again. I know I just mentioned it on the ground, but thank you so much, guys, for the continued support and membership, especially as I'm now back to work and working full time. So you get a little less of my attention, but you still continue to contribute to the channel and support myself. So thank you very much. To you guys, thank you so much. There's no regular subscribers here, so I'm sure they're here going to watch it after stream. Thanks for watching back, and thanks for the support. As ever, love it when you like the video. And I know you're all subscribed already, so I won't say that again. I'll catch up with you all on Discord. And looking forward to planning the next members-only group flight very soon. Take care of yourself, guys.